planet won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Oh my goodness. I'm just going to throw this back up. We're here. We're queer and we don't give a dang. No. We're back. We're welcome to the Timetwisted Tournament for day 2. It's me, Scoots, my friends Richie.
Hi.
And the Jamaican dude, Sean.
Dude.
Yesterday, we saw some crazy good cEDH action, and I can only assume that there will be just a great deal more today. I'll just give you a quick rundown of some important things before we begin. One, thank you to our sponsors, Playing with Power MTG, the cEDH Nexus, the Mystic Remoras, and Rebel Kixar, who made the playmats that you'll get to see today. Additional support was given by Beyond the Machina and cEDH Brazil, who I believe has a player in the top 16 today. Speaking of the top 16, let me run those down for you. In first with a 4-0 record yesterday is Damon.
Mm-hmm.
In second, Advocatus Diaboli, which we later learned was Spleenface in an innkeeper mask pretending to be a ghost.
Demon Avocado.
Yeah. We have Ink Moth in the third seed. LJ and Playem are tied with him. We have Kyle, Cobblepot, Deke, Killstars, Hallenium, Monroe, Genghis Prawn, and Histrion, all tied with 6 points. And then rounding out the top 16, we have Levi, Lesquish, and Sponta. So that is your top 16 for today's action. We're very excited to get to that, but first, if you've heard Sean, Richie, and I call a event before, you know that there's always time for spicy hot takes. Uh,
Mm.
and as we're waiting for the player meeting to kind of get underway here, uh, in the other channel, let's get some spicy hot takes going. Sean, I'll ask you first. Who's taking it down today?
You know, I'm gonna put my money on Deke. I'm gonna put it on the Gila deck.
Yeah, Deke's a
So
strong player, and he's playing a pretty spicy. Well, not too spicy now, but previously it was spicy. Najila deck, Final Fortune lines.
mhm.
It's a very quick Najila. It doesn't necessarily even attempt the Nature's Will win.
No dirtle.
Yeah,
Just
it's a
Just
a lot
murder.
a lot of tuners trying to finish the game quickly.
strong deck, strong player. Definitely a safe bet. What about you, Richie?
I'm gonna go with the well, I guess he's a luchador now. Demonic Avocado. The luchador demonic avocado. He might do some high flying risky stuff.
Advocatus Diaboli, the Devil's Advocate. Now
He's the number one player in playing with power right now, with Spleen Face behind him.
I'm sorry, he's the number one player in the Into the North Power rankings. Is I think
Into
what
the
you
North.
mean.
Yeah, it's not playing with power. Excuse me. Into the North power rankings. Yes.
Not our sponsor playing with Power MTG.
No. That would be Folger, I think, who's the number one in their rankings. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna have to give a hard disagree on that and say that it is most definitely Mike.
Ooh, we got our pods.
We got our pods.
We have our pods, which is very exciting. So let's.
Well, before we go and look
down.
at the pods, why don't you tell me who you think is going to make it to who's going to win it all? Scott?
Okay, listen.
No, not going to listen. We just need a name.
Hear me out here, okay? Deke,
Okay, I'm listening
very,
to
very
you.
strong contender. Damon with the 4-0 yesterday, though, like,
Sure.
some of that could be luck, but some of that is obviously they know how to play their deck, and they know what they're doing.
Deke has Baja Blast, FYI.
Being honest, like I have seen Killstars put a team on his back, and fight back and play very, very well in the end times of a tournament setting. So, I'm going to go ahead and say right here. Killstars of cEDH Brazil, I think, takes it down today.
Lovely. I like the look. I like our choices.
Here's the deal. I'm okay with any of these players winning.
Yeah,
you know why?
honestly,
they're all good.
Yeah, honestly, they're all excellent players playing really good decks.
It's not like if you two schlubs were in there, then that would just be bad. And if I was in there, this tournament wouldn't even be credible.
Yeah, and if we were in there, if we made day 2, there's a problem with the way the tournament was organized. But all these players are excellent. So it seems like we have we have pods ready to go. Well, not ready to go, but released. It looks like people are assembling into their pods. We're just waiting for the last few people to trickle in and show up. And here are the pods as they stand. Also, of note, seeding in these pods are based on seed. So, better record goes higher in turn order, as far as I understand it.
Correct. That is correct.
Wow.
In pod 1, we have, which is the pod we'll have live. Is Damon, Deke, Killstars, and Sponta. Hey y'all, we're gonna figure out if one of us was right, apparently.
The double.
In pod 2, we have Advocatus Diaboli, which we'll just call Spleen Face from now on. Cobblepot, Hellenium, and Lesquish. In pod 3, we have Inkmoth, Kyle, Monroe, and Levi. And in pod 4, we have LJ, Playem, Prawn, and Histrion. Now, pod 4, these pods are untimed today, which gives LJ on Edric, Vanguard of Trust, it gives him a real chance to just kind of open up and takes the pressure off of him to close very quickly in the final moments of the round. Because we saw a couple games yesterday out of LJ where it was in time and he had finally reached critical mass and was firing off turns over and over again. We saw one where he was 1 mana shy of manually Finale of Devastationing the table to death. And we saw another where he managed to pull the win out in the time allotted, but
At the last turn.
at the last second he managed to pull it out. So that restriction is off of him today, and that honestly gives him a good shot. Braden MTG says they're rooting for Genghis Prawn. You know what? I don't think that's unreasonable. Prawn showed really good promise yesterday, playing a pretty cool Corval build. So I'm very excited to see that again as well. We're gonna peek into Game Room 1 now, I think, and try to see the players mill about, get mulls going, and everything should start at 1 o'clock when the judges release the players to start firing off. So let's pop into Spell Table.
Okay, so I guess because you've got Deke and Sean's got Deke and you've got Kill Stars, and those are 2 excellent picks. I'm gonna cheer for the underdog. I'm gonna cheer for the 16th seed.
You gonna cheer for Sponta in this match?
I'm gonna cheer for Sponta pulling the upset off.
And you know what? The thing is, like, Sponta is a really excellent player. So I mean, all of these players are. They could all of them are definitely capable of winning it. And Sponta is a very competent pilot. So I certainly wouldn't feel disappointed were he to pull this out. All right, let's pop over to Spell Table.
So we have the power of Sailor Moon. We have the 3 starters. We have, I think that's a Guru Squirrel. And then an island in the sky.
We took into account yesterday everybody's thoughts and feedback on the overlay and that kind of thing. So I trimmed it back a little bit so we can just full screen and see all the names. Which is, I think, very exciting. And I'm going to do this, and look at this, full screen cEDH action. If I need to show you a card, I'll open the card viewer window, and you'll be able to see it. But otherwise, you'll see it like this. Let me know what you think.
Decklists, by the way, are public, so we will
Yes.
be able to talk about them. If anyone wants to share the list,
Decklists are public, and we could definitely. Would one of you mind posting them in the Twitch chat?
Yeah, which room are they in? Are they in the
They
private?
should be in privates, yeah. Although I think they're probably in a couple places now.
Okay. There's the deck lists. Cool.
Okay, so we're seeing some mulliganing, right? Who dog?
There's a dog outside barking.
Oh, okay.
You can't do anything about it. You guys are going to hear the dog bark.
That's okay.
Yeah, here are the deck lists. If you guys are wondering, some data mining can be done.
Yes. Mine away. Look at that very, very quick pile shuffle. We have the 5-minute warning from Head Judge Sky. So it looks like everything is ready to fire off very soon here. Oh, we're joined in the booth by Head Judge Sky and Judge Zarania. Hello, good morning, y'all. Sky, what should we be looking out for today as far as warnings and that kind of thing? Have they been reset?
They have been reset for day 2.
Wonderful.
As normal. But for the most part, we just hope that the technical issues that you usually have in round 1 aren't as major because there's less people.
Yes.
And after that, we hope that everybody plays well. In fact, unfortunately for Sean, he's not in day 2, so we're not going to see him try to railroad himself. But
yeah.
Let's hope no one else takes after him.
Callahan is
Lovely.
here. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for that wonderful insight, Sky. Anyone that you're rooting for today? I know there's no Dragon Tribal in this round, so probably not. But like, any
I mean, I've got to vote for Cobble. It's
okay, yeah,
got to vote for Cobble.
I totally get that. We'll be excited to see another turn 1 Dovescape if we can, or turn 2 Dovescape if we can get that. That'd be great. As a reminder to players, if you're in the feature match, please don't watch the stream and please don't ask for outside assistance while you're doing so. Thank you.
So
about these decklists, I like the first Sliver Breach. I'm a big fan of it. I think that is what first Sliver should have pivot to when Breach came out, because the deck was so linear. I believe it's still the best food chain deck. I mean, I don't know if it's still calling Corvold food chain. I don't believe we are, but I definitely like this build of first Sliver. That
First Sliver, we think, is the best dedicated food chain deck.
You know what? Honestly, I we've seen this Underworld Breach Sliver deck before, and at the time it was fairly innovative, but now I see more and more people adding fetchable red sources and Underworld Breach to their Sliver decks. So kind of a pretty big fan of that direction of the deck. It's a deck that I might put together myself at some point. We're just waiting for the last minute to see when pods start. Let's see. It looks like
I'm looking over the Nagila list. It's Deke's Nagila list. Ooh. Ooh.
I believe
I love that there's Swords to Plowshares.
Yeah, I think people are playing a lot more low-cost interaction right now.
Well, so hear me out. Swords to Plowshares and any of the exile effects are just insane because they stop dockside loops. Like, you let the first person get their dockside extortionist, but if you swords it, they can't get the value loops with it.
Sure.
And I really like cards like that specifically. I know that it's in here for other things, but like, I think we're at the point where Swords and Path are probably fine to play, and you should be playing them.
Yeah.
I mean, I've actually started putting Path in most of my decks just because.
I'm probably not playing Path just because I'm not. I don't think ramping people is the way to go. But
I think that it's fine to ramp someone if you're using Path to get rid of something so you can win.
If it's okay, we're still playing Trophy, right? So I mean,
we're playing Trophy and we're playing
Abrupt Decay. Team turn 3. It is hard to pick, right? You got the person playing Nagila or the person playing the Sliver deck you help build. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a tough choice to make. Callahan is here. What's up? Yeah, Cobble is playing today. Yeah, it'll be very good. And yeah, actually, a lot of the decks in this top 16 are not the standard way that you would build these commanders. So
no.
Also, 31 lands in Nagila, is that a little high? Is that right?
It's probably to even out ad nauseums. There's that Gemstone Caverns to open things up, but I still that's a good start. We got. Looks like everybody kept the 7 except Mr. Killstars, bottoming 1.
And I believe that is correct. That's a very aggressive mulligan deck.
That's a turn 1 fish out of Damon, which is like a pretty solid start.
So that's a turn 1 fish out of Blue Farm.
Yeah, Blue Farm.
And that's even better. So like, turn 1 fish, I don't really like in control decks unless you can have a little bit of mana. I mean, it's still great. It's not terrible, but you can overload them, and it's just like they're not going to pay for it because they have to cast their spells. But out of a Storm deck, like, you don't want to feed that thing cards. that's a danger.
And Nagila runs between 29 and 31 lands because of Nature's Will, by the way.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You want
I thought
to
it
have
was.
lands.
I thought it was on 29, 30. I haven't seen too many 31 land lists in a while.
Turn one Natty. I feel like he's considering
He's going for
maybe.
turn 1 Najila. He's willing to feed
Yeah.
the fish 1 card to get that turn 1 Najila. Ooh, baby. Commander Legends is not legal in this tournament, Sir Folia.
Yeah, and to just like bring it full circle, 31's not interesting. I don't mind 31. I actually like 31 as an option. The nice thing about 31 is that you just need Wooburg online too.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna you do need 4 lands normally or 3 lands. You do want to hit your land drops.
We're gonna see a fetch out of Flavio Killstars here into what I'm assuming is a green source and a dork, and that's just a soul read, but we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna go with a Soul Ring for some reason.
You feel soaring? Nah,
I feel
the dork. I think the
That's
dork is a card.
I mean, he went Trop Island. It's a dork. It's gotta be.
Okay,
right?
it could be a dork.
Oh yeah.
It's a dork. Hey,
Yeah,
there you go.
I think if it's not a dork, I'm fetching red for the possibility
yeah.
of getting Dockside online.
And if he fetched red right away, more than likely there was dark side in his hand.
Yeah.
The sliver kind of.
We got
Hold it,
Forbidden
early
Orchard,
turn.
I think.
That's a Forbidden Orchard. Token's gonna go to. I'd probably give it
to Deke. Oh, the hunk comes down.
The hunk.
Forbidden
Really?
Orchard into a Deathrite Shaman is a good start. cEDH Brazil, thank you for the 10 bits. Go Kill Stars. Hey, I picked Kill Stars at the beginning of the broadcast to win the whole thing, so.
I don't think the Gila can go down to 28
They're gonna
lands.
keep the fish around. We're expecting more
I don't
cards.
think you give the spirit to Najila though.
To
You want
Najila, yeah, probably not.
Well, you don't give it to Damon. You want Damon's life total to be pressured. So
Yeah,
it's
but
really
I-
First Sliver or Najila. And I might have given it to First Sliver.
I would have given it to first sliver also.
I would have to.
I would not have given it to First Sliver. That's mana off of Food Chain.
It's Cradle, sure. I mean,
What do you
The
mean
dam-
man off of food chain?
It's a mana off of Food Chain.
It is
when
a
you
mana
exile
off of
it.
Food Chain when you exile it.
Am I misremembering the list?
Oh.
Shh, 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 shh.
There's
It's
What? There's
it's
Food
First Sliver. There's definitely
Ambo.
Food Chain in it.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
It's
there's
not
Food
it's not
Chain.
the Corval deck. It's First Sliver.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's first sliver.
Deke always
Gamble.
brings the strong token game. All right, so gamble and that goes off without a hitch. I'm guessing it's for a Mana Crypt.
More than that. Get your mana online quicker.
I don't cast gamble for ad nauseum. That's asking for
Maybe
sadness.
for Mana Crypt, it could be for Lion's Eye Diamond if he has Breach. It could also be for Breach if they have Lion's Eye Diamond. It all really depends on what's in there. Because once you have one of those two pieces, if you gamble for the other, then you can set your gamble up for the Brain Freeze. So there's like that line that's available in that deck. Could be just for mana though. I've played quite a bit of Breach. I love Breach. It's my favorite combo in the format.
I'm not a fan of Breach.
Sean, you're not a fan of things that are red.
I assume we'll find out.
I was
Okay. Okay, that is a salt. That is perfectly true.
I was a giant fan of Breach and Legacy. That deck was a blast.
Yeah, give me Breach back in Legacy.
Yeah, I gamble with 7 cards. Here comes the D8 out of that nerd over there. Is it 7? Oh,
Polluted Delta.
we hit a
He
land.
definitely gambled for the polluted delta. 'cause
Yeah, it was the
gambled in it
land,
too.
y'all.
Oh, we're
All
past
right, we're gonna see a pass. So I don't think it was a Mana Crypt. I'm probably.
I think it
wrong.
was one half of the Breach line. I put him on. He grabbed a piece.
So you put him on Breach, not LED?
We're gonna go straight
Well,
to combat.
He might have gone and grabbed LED.
I mean, I respect that. He had no reason to play LED here. I think a lot of players, if he did go for it, should remember that you don't need to play your rocks
Yeah.
out
So
in the first turn.
Deke full swinging into Damon here to pressure the life total early, and we're casting a Grob.
Grub
good.
daddy.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's a pretty good turn two, or three. No,
No,
two.
that's turn
No,
two.
that's turn
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, it's two.
He went
just
turn
had
1
the
Najila.
Yep. Turn one Najila off the Gemstone Caverns. All right, we're gonna see a
So,
City of Brass out of Kill Stars into something. An Imperial Seal.
Seal.
That should get you a tainted pact.
Yes. Deke's
I think
token game
Damon's
is
set
very
to
strong.
go off here. I think that if you're the table, you say, hey, Sponta? Sponta's going to be like, yes, table. And then you're going to say, Sponta, can you keep that Deathrite Shaman open
That's
for
right
us?
up.
And
Yeah, but
Sponta's
probably
going to
gonna
be
say
like,
no.
okay. No,
Probably
he
gonna-
will. So Sponta's, if you give him a reason, if you convince him there's a valid reason or something, like you can get a read on someone and you can get him on board, he'll
If
help
I'm
out.
if I'm Sponta, there's no chance I'm keeping my Deathrite Shaman open.
I don't think I'm.
I think you have to keep the Deathrite open.
No, I
What
think
do you
other
want the
people
Deathrite
have
to-
to keep mana open. I'm absolutely not letting the burden of interaction shift to me, especially not on turn 2. Not a chance.
I think if he
Nope,
if
he's
Deathstrike
not.
could have hit, yeah, if Deathstrike could have hit like LED, I would say yes, like a Scoos. But the only relevant spell it could have hit was a Brain Freeze.
Oh, well.
That should
Well, so how much do you fight over this if you're the table?
not at all.
You don't.
Yeah.
That keeps Damon in check.
You
but
don't.
give
No, you
time.
don't fight over this fish with Damon having one in play going into Damon's turn, after
That's a
having him
pass.
successfully tutored.
Hold up. Miss the land drop pass. That's a big deal.
Yeah. That's probably why
The
he's trying
reason
to get
why
some
I
card
would
draw
the reason
on
why I would have convinced him to keep the Deathrite up is once you see the breach come down, which is what I'm going to put him on. There's a gamble in the graveyard,
Sure.
and that's the tutor.
Sure, but the issue is if he only has one land, that's going to be a hard sell.
Yeah. Now he only has one land. That's a little different. I was assuming he was going to hit his other land drop.
Oh,
Ooh,
Maybe he
that's
kept
puppy action. Is that puppy action there?
I think it's a
Oh,
cat.
there's a cat.
That's a cat.
Flavio has put a lap cat into play.
Ooh,
Looks
what are
like
we
we're
swords on?
land go. We're swordsing something at AOT.
Probably
Death
sword.
Right?
Why would we swords the Deathrite?
Cut him off mana.
I feel like the Deathrite's pretty relevant to keep
I
around,
think
especially
Deke
since.
probably wants to go for it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
the
no,
Arbor
we're
Elf.
swordsing the Arbor Elf to keep
Arbor
him
Elf,
off of.
yeah. 2 mana.
Yeah, keep him off of food
Yeah.
chain.
I don't
keep him
think
on
it's
2
food chain.
instead
I
of
think we're keeping him off
going
of
to-
like. I'm pretty sure Deke's going for it here.
Did a fetch on the end step. Was hoping to draw a land, I guess.
Going to combat here.
Whole team swing.
Yeah, whole team at Damon.
Yeah.
It's a big swing,
That's
but
gonna dent Damon's life total quite a bit.
that is correct, I think.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Yeah, team turn 3. That's what I think. Going for it here.
Yeah,
Get the Grob draw. Pressure the
I think it's to
Adnos.
cut. Maybe I think it's to cut kill stars off mana.
Badlands.
But you just want to go for it when Damon says
Yeah, we're gonna
pass.
Oh,
pass.
we're
Yep.
gonna go
Yeah.
for a pass. All right.
Yeah, I think it's a lot to ask for if Damon just left mana up. Land go. If you don't have enough interaction to be.
Oh no, one more. So Damon is almost all but incentivized to go for it in the next couple turns. Because, oh, there's the land go.
Yeah, land
So what do
go
we
out
think
of
we grab?
Killstars.
Tana Pact?
Yeah, there's nothing else you should have tuned for with the Imsil. Unless you just have food chain in hand. And you're just
Can-
keeping his graveyard thin. Yeah.
I don't have information on other pods, Braden. It's yeah. I don't have that.
Yeah, we
They're
pay for the fish.
they're all
turn.
still going. No results in yet.
We don't.
Damon could be setting up an intuition here. Yep,
Yeah.
there it is.
Well, draw a card from the fish.
Yeah, he pointed to it, so.
Yeah,
I
pointed to
can
the
give you
fish.
an update on the second pod.
Sure.
There's Cobble has a Lavinia, had an Avenbind sensor, and other players have stuff in play. Spleen, who has revealed himself to actually be Spleen, has a board state with a Rhystic Steady,
Yeah.
a Wishclaw Talisman, and is sitting there with a tapped Crypt. And Hal has a Survival in play with a Cradle and a Crypt. Everyone
Very nice.
Okay.
has fast mana, so they're going.
Thank you for the update.
Will Damon 5-0? It's, I mean, we'll see. Maybe he can sweep the tourney.
So I have a hot take here. I think Sponta has some sort of dockside hand set up,
Possibly.
and it's just terrible right now.
Yeah.
That's probably what he kept his hand off of dockside, hoping that Blue Farm was going to feed some artifacts. Najila doesn't normally do one or two because it runs some of the fast enchantments, and then First Sliver. I don't know.
Okay, that's kind of big. In pod 3, Monroe is currently doing a big Adnaz.
Okay, so we've
Looks
got
like it.
LED Breach, Sevrek.
So we gambled for
Intuition.
Intuition or Brain Freeze.
Or
Versus
Protection.
No, we gambled for.
Yeah, sure.
We gambled for Intuition.
Ogre Paladin, the semifinals are single elimination. Win and in.
Survival and a Notion Thief hit the bin.
Yeah,
Oof.
they give him LED, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you 100% give him LED.
Yeah, I was just telling chat.
Yep.
We're
Silence.
going for the silence.
Yeah, we have enough mana to go for it.
Yeah.
So if you're reading Sponta's correct, you just pass here. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you pass into the guy who's drawing the cards from Fish.
I think Killstar's thinking about it. Killstar's thinking hard about it.
Oh, that was a
Passing.
turn 2 Adnaz that he went for.
Yeah, there it
Monroe.
is.
Sponta going to be forced to interact here.
You'll draw more cards off the
Giving
not
the
give it to
spirit to
D.
Najila again. Ooh, a miscast.
I like that. That's a really
like
nice
spend
use
his
of it.
mana. Yep. Probably
See
a
a
Swan Song
Pyroblast?
coming back or a Dispel. Oh, Pyroblast.
That's a Pyroblast.
Yeah. Oh, it's a
Oh,
Dark
Dark
Red.
Ritual. Hey.
Let's pay.
and use that
Yeah,
to pay.
Dark Written Pay.
Passing on
By the way,
Dark
heads up
Red.
to Damon for. So this is a Turbo Nas deck, right? Like we call it Blue Farm Turbo Nas.
Sure.
Is that fair or no?
I mean,
Because I feel like that it falls
Sure.
into the Turbo Nas deck, and I feel like a lot of players out there aren't going to pivot away from what their deck's namesake is, what the archetype namesake is, which is Turbo Nas. he realized that there's a Najeela that's super aggressive. So instead of going for something like an Ad Naus early on, he pivoted to a breach line where his life total doesn't really matter. So he can take some hits.
I mean, it's not a particularly monumental thing, but it's good heads up. Good heads
I think
up
it's
magic.
I think it's a really good pivot point. I think a lot of newer players get on this deck and just are like, well, I'm supposed to add Naus, right? It's a turbo Naus deck.
So we're talking it out. I think Dick is saying you answer the dark writ.
Well, if you answer the dark writ now, he can't pay for the miscast. So if there's
Or if you let the dark writ resolve, right, he will pay for the miscast. He will have exactly 5 mana. Okay.
Or he'll Naus over the top.
I don't think he's gonna.
Do you target silence here?
No, I think he's targeting the writ because silence will get countered by the miscast. So we're going to fetch. Yeah, no need to be afraid of an opposition agent in this tournament, but
So it looks like Pod 3 has finished up. And
Pod 3 has
Monroe
finished up.
won off of the back of that turn 2 Ad Naus.
Dang. All right.
Yeah. It's like a good magic card or something.
Yeah.
I think Damon's got some more fast mana.
Is that a Cabal writ?
That's a Cabal ritual.
Definitely
1,
has
2,
threshold.
3, 4, 5. It barely has threshold. He has 7.
Yeah, but that's still definite. I think we're gonna be fine with the Cabal ritual all around. It looks like Killstars might feel like he needs to answer again.
This is in the upkeep, correct?
No.
No, main phase.
No, this is on main
just
phase.
Main phase, yeah.
Looks like for Pod 4, that's the one with Lewis, Playham, Genghis Prawn, and Histrin.
Yeah.
Lewis has a couple dudes in play, and Edric, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Playham has a Sylvan Library in both his generals, but nothing else going on. Genghis has his Corvold out and is drawing cards. Looks like it's up to 7 counters, so he must have drawn a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
Looks like off of a dockside. And
yeah.
Histrin is a sad to deal player with just a Bob in play.
That's Najeela for you. It's either crushing it or times are rough.
Oh, look like we're saying there's a Flusterstorm somewhere. So we're doing Storm Count from Deke.
Deke's conducting this table.
Deke's just in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I'd have a long, hard conversation with Deke and say, you're going to have to help us here. And if he's like, I don't have anything, he can say that all he wants.
We're floating a blue. Is it a blue or a black? I don't know Pokemans.
Sean, is that a dark energy?
I have no idea.
Sean, as our resident Pokemans expert.
I believe that would be Richard.
I believe that'd be Damon. He's got the Pokemon play.
True. So, are we restarting priority with the float mana?
I don't.
So I don't know how the priority restarts here because there's a City of Brass trigger that goes on the stack for 1 damage.
Yeah, exactly. Najeela's on 2 cards.
Round of priority.
Yeah, and that I think creates a brand new round, which Flav then after or Killstars once it goes around, he can still respond.
All right,
because that is a different trigger.
A Killstar is
technically you have two options. One is you can use that mana while casting the spell because you have the ability to activate mana abilities, in which case the trigger goes on top of the spell that you're casting. If you just tap the city and then use the mana afterwards, then the trigger is under the spell that you're casting. So you have the option to go either way.
All right, so Deke fetching into a Tundra.
White source, yeah,
Yeah.
Tundra. So we're just silence over the top here.
Are we just
then,
silencing back? But he only has 2 cards in hand. Oh,
No,
we're just
gonna
going
we're gonna
Adnos.
Nas.
Yep.
Okay. Typical Deke stuff.
Yep. We're just going Nos.
Okay,
on top.
so
So we draw a card. There we go.
Najeela is bad in current cEDH meta, says Danza Buddy, as one fires off an Adnos over the top of another player trying to win.
This Najeela deck has been well that resolved.
Yeah, Adnos resolved. Imp Seal.
So
Okay. All right.
console intent. Okay, well there's
The win is just there already.
the win. Yeah, hey, there's more mana. Yep.
I think we are maybe looking for interaction here. Let's see.
Yeah. First it was the win. Now we just.
Dispel is interaction. Now we're just
Yes. He has no mana.
Final Fortune.
Fortune.
Chord is
I believe
2.
it's- Yeah, he has no mana floating. So he has to fight for interaction.
Yeah.
And he has to fight 2 for interaction. Because after the silence, if the Cabal resolves, then you have to fight over the silence and the flashback Celines.
Deke goes down to
So technically-
11. We're still flipping. That's a Nature's Will, so he's probably going to
Well.
say, I have to stop.
No,
Yeah,
he can go deep. He can go
can't
deeper.
deeper. He has to go
Yeah.
deeper.
He has to stop now.
now Force kills him.
Yeah, now Force of Will.
Of will,
kill.
that is not.
Well, not only does force kill him, it's like if you were to go even further into a pact, you're just dead to kill stars.
Or-
Kill stars
I mean,
on
no,
board.
Kill-
Kill stars tutored earlier. Kill stars is just
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, so Deke has no mana.
Well,
for
that's- Yeah, I think you have to try pact.
There's
Neoform,
two.
now he has to stop.
I don't know if force isn't the other force.
Force of negation.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
doubt
think it would be.
It's
It
still
wouldn't be
dead.
a well. So Najeela still does have to take a turn off to cast Najeela in a very turbo format.
This
So
deck
I
is
mean,
not playing Force of Negation. There's no way.
okay, that's fair.
No way. Not a chance.
Oh, Fierce Guardianship was his other out that he was looking
Yeah,
for. Okay.
That would kill him, so he can't keep going, is what he's saying.
They're saying
No.
that maybe trying to flip it.
You just let an ad nauseum resolve. Like if you're the table, you're like, hey, you need to stop him. It's like, and lose to you.
Yeah, pretty much. What Deke has in hand, he wins the game.
So like this is where competitive mindsets do come in and we do differ, but if you stop Damon, you lose to Deke.
Correct.
So
That's
you
100%.
basically, yeah, so you're just basically sitting there and be like, okay.
I think if you are kill
There's no-
you can't interact anymore.
Yeah.
And it is literally left on Deke. If
I
he can't- if he can't protect-
strongly disagree with these very hot takes.
What you think? You think you should let Deke win here?
I think you have to interact with the current and present threat. I do not think that you take. I do not think
No.
that you take it off just because someone might have a win the next turn.
No,
It's
Deke
not a
definitely
fight.
has. Deke
It's
has the
not a-
win next turn. We saw
I
the
don't.
cards.
I'm
flip.
just saying I don't care. Like
Okay.
you deal with
mean,
the
that's-
threat.
I'm-
That
that's-
is the proper competitive. That is the proper
No.
competitive tact.
I disagree with that.
Yeah, we're
You-
on the disagreement train
you
here.
do not throw the game because you will
It's not a
lose the next
throw.
turn. It is absolutely
You're
a
not.
throw.
No, it's not
It's
a throw.
100%
not
a
a throw.
throw.
Nope. I'm happy. I will fight this tooth and nail. It's not
Okay,
a throw.
great.
and
We're just
not gonna
gonna
go into
we're
it
just
with
gonna
it.
disagree.
There we
Yeah.
go. So Damon also didn't lead off with Lion's Eye Diamond.
Damon is trying to silence here because he has.
I know.
Because he has. I'm telling chat. He has an LED in hand. He was going to silence, play the LED, crack the LED, Savine's Reclamation, get Breach and LED back.
With Gamble in the yard.
Yeah, with Gamble in the yard for the brain freeze.
So he was trying to assemble this win, and the silence would give him the protection or the interaction people were holding on to fight over it. I think Damon has been sequencing all his plays pretty well.
So we had a small judge call, and basically what Deke was asking was, is he allowed to ask of another player to reveal their hand to see if there's information or if there's interaction, so he knows he can go deeper on the Adnos or not. That was his question, if he's allowed to do that. And of course he is. The other player doesn't have to say yes, but he is totally allowed to ask them to reveal their hand.
Oh, so he asked Ponte to reveal his hand because he's the one drawing the cards. So going deeper, so he's looking for pact of negation. But I don't
Mental
think
misstep is another. Oh no, misstep's not even going to do it.
It's not enough.
Misstep will hit the silence, but it's not going to.
Well, he's dead. He's dead if he hits the misstep. It's 1 and then 2. Yeah. So it's.
I mean, even if it wasn't the life total, he's still dead because after the silence resolve, they still have to fight over the flashback Savine.
I just think, I think so. So Fire in the chat is putting into words exactly my argument here. If the game goes a turn longer and Deke has to play cards into it, there is still a fish in play.
I mean, listen. Let us stop this discussion because
that's an ESG and Deke's dead. So you lose either way. Is what I'm saying.
Yep.
You're just dead either way.
So Cabal Ritual back on the stack.
We're gonna use this black mana. We're gonna cast a Vampiric Tutor. Oh, Consultation.
We're gonna demonic Consultation for interaction.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying you stop. He floated a black mana for a reason. That's why I'm saying Deke stops.
The only interaction that matters here is Flusterstorm. I don't know how much black mana he has floating, but the only interaction
he will have 5 floating if Cabal Writ resolves.
Okay, so
currently he has none.
Okay. Cause there was that's a swan as a token. Okay.
I think this is a big problem with tournament board politics. And I think I honestly think Deke keep going there was just host him.
Deke got played there, but also Deke just fired off an Adnos.
Deke fired off an Adnos for interaction, and it's part of the dynamics of an Adnos that you might win off of it. But like they knew what they were getting into when they let it resolve without consulting on the top.
Yeah, you consult for Flusterstorm there. I think that was the play. But
yeah, I think that's the play. I think Flusterstorm was the only card you should be going for.
Well, I think Flusterstorm was the card you should have gone for with the Adnos on the top. Like, that was...
Deke, for who? Deke?
I would have... No, if I was... So, what Deke did, if he just flipped a Force of Will and flipped what he showed, Ooh. If we see Food Chain exiled, we're just... this deck, I guess, can still win off Breach, but...
Let's see how deep we go.
I don't know what he named off the console. We don't have in-game audio, but...
We're hoping it's Fluster.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be, right? Did he name Dispel? Okay, no. All right.
Flusterstorm was named off console.
Flusterstorm? Okay.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So far, not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Deke had to stop, like, a while ago, unfortunately. We
hit an exile. Yeah. It's a pretty nice one. If we do hit, there's Brain Freeze. That's gone. That's one of the win cons. There's a silence.
We're
pact,
going
which
for
we
Flusterstorm.
cast. Yeah.
Fimage. There's a squeak.
Squeak.
We like that.
If we hit a food chain, we're just. I think we
There's
might have
the
food chain in
LED.
hand.
Tainted Pact. Wheel. Breach lines are gone.
So we didn't go for.
Food chain,
there's food chain,
no!
So what did we go for? I guess it was the console. Sure.
I normally go for
Breach
gone.
is gone. Dockside is gone.
So we're on
Live-
Sliver Beats?
We're
Live
on
and die.
7/7 Sliver Beats. I think.
No, we haven't seen Fish go yet. We haven't seen Oracle gone.
Nope.
So we're those whole.
We're low enough in the library too. So it has to be like misstep.
This might be this might
Is this
actually
a
just win
manual
it.
just Oracle?
If he this might be an
Hold on,
Oracle cast
Tinderwall.
win.
Flusterstorm above Oracle.
Three cards left in
No, I think he has. No, he tutored. I think he
It
has
could be in
Oracle
hand,
in his
and now we're gonna Flusterstorm.
Yeah. No, this isn't bad. His Oracle's still in his deck.
That's
And-
incredible.
And Oracle's the card that's really difficult to deal with. What? Okay, so there's the Dark Ritual.
They're counting
Deep
the
Bad
amounts.
Nos. Yeah. Miscast.
Miscast.
He can't pay for it.
He can't pay
You
for
can't
it.
pay for any of this. Yeah. So
As long as you split, as long as you do it correctly and split on both spells,
Yeah.
you're fine. And you have successfully
so
stabled this game.
So
Kuma,
do you
Kuma, we've definitely considered it, and we did it last year, but it gets a little rough having one person constantly listening to game chat. So the fluster goes.
we could do what we did maybe for the Super League, where if there's a long pause, we could just shut up and let the game chat, and then tune right back in. That was pretty fun.
All right. Have we played land this turn?
Cabal
have.
Rip was on the stack. Team turn 3.
Yeah, I think you feed the fish cards and you say, "Well, here you go, help us."
Tainted Pact is in exile, Joe.
It doesn't matter. He's got an Oracle in his hand.
Yeah, he has 3 cards in library. Oracle maybe in hand. Oh, because he had Consult in hand. He was trying to save it. Yeah, he's got Oracle in hand.
Yeah.
That's what the
He
Ape
chewed
Seal
up
was
the
for.
Oracle.
We're just gonna
find
cast
out.
Thassa's Oracle and try to win here. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Are we just zipping it up here?
Yep. Wow, that's nuts.
Devotion
That's
Blue equals
nuts.
2. No kill spells out of Pontus, we know. This is manual Oracle.
Annual Oracle.
No responses all around, I think, and my guy Killstar's taking down the first game of the
Yeah, you
semifinals.
You needed to feed him card. No, second game. We already had the first game decided.
No, I
That's
mean,
a-
it's his first game.
Well done.
First round is what you're looking
First
for.
round,
first
yeah,
round.
first round.
That was a good win.
Heck yeah!
That was sweet.
What a consult! Holy crap! These are the
He's
moments.
doing the happy dance.
These are the
He's doing
moments we are here for. That is incredible.
Manual consult. Manual Oracle.
Wow!
Sometimes you get there.
Wow! That's a
Feels-
moment. That's a
Feels bad,
moment.
but
Yeah.
are we banking on it?
That's why I said if you're Damon, you need to feed him cards. Then Oracle never got revealed.
Dang. All right, let's go try and find us another pod.
Well, I don't even see. Did they scoop?
Yeah, they scooped.
I mean, they didn't
Okay, so
scoop.
they don't-
They didn't scoop. They lost. Like.
'Cause I don't know if they're talking about ATB on the stack. Or
Oh
what.
wait. Do we have a free stifle? Hold on. Let's.
That's why I'm
uh,
like, I don't think the game is officially over, but it should be.
I mean, it seems pretty over.
I don't know
No,
if Damon has a slaughter pack. That's the only thing I could think of that he'd grab.
Are
There's a
we
pact in the-
still live? I guess I'll go back live.
I don't see no one shuffling. That's all. They all have
Are
their
we
hand on
still?
the table.
Did we get the reporting done, or hold
No,
on?
I don't think it's over.
Are we thinking about something here?
They're laughing their asses off about this, but the game
Okay,
is over.
the game is
Okay.
over. Okay, all right,
Well, I mean,
excellent, perfect. All right, what pods do we still have going? Do we have
Pod 2 is still going with Cobble, Spleen, Millennium, and Squish.
Let's bounce over to pod 2.
So there was no free spells to answer Pongo there. So Killstars actually did a giant tell as he played his consult, where he said, "I hope the Flusterstorm is the second from last card in my library."
once I didn't see Oracle gone, I knew it was either the bottom or he tutored for it, and that made sense. So
Yeah, I knew he had it in hand because he said, "I hope it was the second to bottom." That was hilarious. Spontaneous started cracking up when it happened.
Mr. Zarania, is there any chance you could tell
Mhm.
2 is zipped up, it looks like. I just got to 2 and someone has already won, so I guess we're going to
Yeah.
4.
Spleen
I will-
won.
Down and let him know.
Yeah.
history. All right, so look, I know LJ is your guys. I'm pulling for Histrion in here.
Okay, I have already said that my guy is Killstars.
It is, and he's looking solid.
Yes, and in Pod 2, Spleen did win.
Yeah.
Demonic Avocado still alive. The Into the North Luchador.
So as I hopped down there, I heard the words
Yeah.
"That's game." So
Yeah.
this one's probably in.
This is we're in game 4 now. We looks like we've got Lewis, Playum, Genghis Prawn, and Histrion. Lewis doing Edric stuff.
His Edric board presence isn't as intimidating as if. Oh, well, he's untapping. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just prepare the fear. We'll get there.
Yep. Maybe not. I'm not sure what's going on here. What is that? That's an Emil? There's a Lord Dracus. Is that an Emil?
Dark Demon 117. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Chat. I can't say enough how that was a poor bad beat for that was a bad beat for Damon after 4-0ing on the first day. Dang.
I think we're coming to the end of this game. I think Playham is wrapping this up.
Yeah, it looks like we're doing the Emil and Dockside dance right now.
Yep.
Looks like the table is not making him. Yeah, it looks like the table is just giving him his hand. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to
There's
zip
an
up.
Abrade targeting what?
Sorry?
That's an Abrade.
And a Brave targeting Edric. Oh,
Okay.
that's smart. That's smart because he didn't want to kill
Baron.
himself when he goes to combat with Finale of Devastation.
Yeah.
Is Edric a man? Edric is not a man?
Edric is I think you draw.
A must.
It's a must.
I thought Edric. Oh, there's Finale. Okay. We're done.
Yeah, we're
We've
just
got
casting
infinite
all our
mana.
creatures, casting Finale. All right, that is
Playham with the win.
the semifinal round zipped up. So it looks like the final table is Killstars, Playham, Cobblepot, and Monroe.
Spleen, not Cobble.
Yeah, sorry, I meant that.
Demonic Avocado.
Playham, Spleenface, Killstars, and Monroe for the final table? Goodness
looks-
gracious. Edric is a May, says Kuma the Bear. Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was a man.
Histrion with the silence in hand, apparently. Alright. This game is zipped up. Alright. We're going to just figure out what's going on in the world.
Yeah, they would deal damage and then the triggers would get exiled. They're triggers, they're not. That makes sense.
So that's
So-
all the pods that we have. The final pod. Okay.
So Histrion had the mana open and could have cast a silence at any point and just decided not to. That's interesting.
I don't know.
I mean, we can't judge. We didn't know how that game.
No. That was on stream the console. Yeah, Sponta.
Yeah, the
That
console
was
was
definitely on
yes.
stream.
5-minute break, if they want it, is being offered.
No,
And
let's
then I think we're just
keep
gonna
running.
roll into the next pod. We just got momentum. No, there was no dockside in his hand. He showed his hand.
Oh, there wasn't a dockside. Okay.
No, he just got
That was
screwed.
it.
He just got mana screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Kept a greedy hand. Got punished for the greed.
Yeah, he just got.
I guess that
mana
deck's not
screwed.
really caring about casting 5 mana for what's it called? 5 mana for their commander. Kenrith. That deck can make infinite mana and then cast Kenrith.
I think people are getting a little. I think it's a very, very frustrating way to lose to that to the console like that. But it was points based for the first day, and then the second day was single elimination, and people knew that when they signed up. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
yeah.
You took a big risk letting it go. That was a risk in itself because Deke was at a decent life total. So if he hit any interaction to protect it, Deke would have won. So I think he played his odds, and his odds was in his favor.
well, he was forced to go off that turn or the next turn. He was absolutely forced to. There was no ands, ifs, or buts. Like, he had to go off one of those 2 turns. And I guess I don't mind that he went off like that. Like, that, I get that. That's
think-
great.
I
He's
think
also...
oh, go ahead. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
He's also, his deck, like, and the thing I do want to point out is that there's some players who have these stack stacks that they just decks routinely go underneath them. So like
we're having
I
a
don't
quick
know.
2 to 3 minute break for people to grab water, and then we should be ready to go for finals.
Wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. So I don't feel like that's the type of deck, because I want to touch on Scoot's point too. I don't feel like those are the types of decks where you're like, man, if I get to go into a play-in into the finals tomorrow, my deck is super well positioned against all these fast decks that go under it. So like, while a stacks deck does pretty okay in the tournament, I don't think it's necessarily a good day 2 deck, and I think that should be something you consider. You make your consideration for this, because you're planning on day 2ing, right? Like, if you go into this tournament, you plan to day 2.
But yeah,
I think that people who want I think that you just have to read the tournament rules when you enter, honestly, and adjust your strategy accordingly. I'm kind of at the point where I get that it's a really, really bad beat, but to fire off, to tutor for your Oracle and then fire off your Demonic Consultation, right? To get interaction is like a pretty selfless thing to do. Trying to stay alive, trying to keep the table alive, trying to go into another one, and then he got exactly what he needed to win.
exactly.
Out of pure RNG. So I don't think you can be terribly mad at that. And I honestly, like, you read the sign up, like you read the rules when you signed up. So I'm sorry.
We're saying this is a bad beat for Damon, but no, like, this is how I look at it. Like, he fires the consult off because it's going to help him regardless, as long as he doesn't hit food chain.
Sure.
He still has the food chain backup. The game just slows to a crawl because Damon's not going to go for it again on his turn.
I mean,
There was a Deathrite Shaman.
Sure.
He's not going to... that Savine's Wreck is gone. So Damon is down to casting his commanders, which that just slows the game down.
I think there's a golden rule in cEDH you guys are missing. the first one to go off is normally the first one to eat all the interaction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that is literally what happened there. He went off. He thought this hand was strong enough, which it was. It was a very strong hand.
Yeah,
going
I mean,
going
like it,
through with
it almost was. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he had like a pact or a force, he would have won for sure.
Deke actually drew the wrong part of his deck with no interaction. That is what happened. And Killstars did exactly what his deck needed to do.
Yep.
With the exactly correct point. Is that was literally better lucky than good. That is literally what.
I don't honestly think it was a bad beat, is what I'm getting at. I think it was a really, really, really lucky line. But let's just say there's 10 cards left and the Oracle's in his hand. The game's gone. It stopped to a crawl, and honestly, I think that's where you put Sponta super far ahead suddenly, because you have a deck that really can't do anything for 10 turns, a deck that has to rebuild itself, and Sponta's got a whole group of cards.
Yeah, Xenon Sin. I mean, that's exactly the way I feel. There shouldn't be any drama here. Winning is winning, and single elimination is single elimination. Now, we have the pod for the final table. I mean, we knew this, right? But the standings are as follows. Advocatus Diaboli, which we know Spleenface, has 4 wins. Play him with 3, Killstars with 3, Monroe with 3, and it looks like the seeding and player order is as follows: Advocatus 1, Play him 2, Killstars 3, Monroe 4. So, here we go. Just waiting for that pod to exist. It looks like it's going to be in game room 1.
Yep.
Hey, I like that.
So we're just going to wait for someone to post a spell table link, and then we're going to go right there.
Do we want to get a quick recap of the other 3 games that weren't on stream? Just
sure, I can say that
Yeah.
turn 2, Cuss Consult did an ad nauseam one off that.
Okay.
I don't know the finish for the other 2. But from what I understand, all the games were pretty quick. I know they ended on like turn 3 and turn 4 or something like that.
I think the one we walked into play one with Emil
Dockside.
Dockside.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was the other one? I guess Spleen Face. I don't know how Spleen won.
He stole someone. He gilded Drake someone's Emil and won with his own Dockside.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
Stranded Emils out there. Oh boy.
He gilded Drake Hellenium's Emil and won with his own Dockside, as I understand it.
There you go. That should be how all the games ended.
All right. So this final table.
So Avocado Diablo is still alive.
Yeah, the hot avocado still alive.
Yeah, the hot avocado. Killstar's still alive.
Killstar is
Sean,
still in it.
You get Monroe or Playem?
Yeah, Sean, your guy lost. So
sitting down in the other pod. So if you have any questions, just let me know and I'll answer back in the chat.
Sounds good, buddy. Thank you.
All right, the person I voted for is out, so
pick someone new.
You get to pick someone new.
Up to the next horsey. Okay. Who we have here?
Well, no, you can't. You got to pick either Playem or Monroe. Those are your choices.
Yeah, or you can pick Flavio Killstars, the correct answer.
No, you cannot pick that. That is who Scott is on. Who would be a very excellent champion.
Join me in the Church of cEDH Brazil.
That's a great church. We can be gringos in that church.
I will choose I'll choose Playem. Even though
Playem. Okay.
So
hold on. Let me just
with the amount of here we go. With the amount of creature decks, specifically the amount of Nagila decks, Kess is a really nice option. Getting access to Pyroclasm, Massacre. Some of the decks won't
Pyroclasm
play
is
it.
pretty good. Pretty good.
I feel like people don't play Pyroclasm enough because it doesn't kill Thrasios and it doesn't kill a couple of the other commanders, but
It doesn't
it
kill
just
Dragon. That is your problem.
Dranith, but it sets everyone back. Well, no, like look, the decks that Niv Mizzet needs a 3-mana Pyroclasm for that reason. But I think that the decks that can cast their commanders and get under and play around Pyroclasm's fine. Like
I predict the person with the squirrel mat is going nuts this game. Hey, that's a vote for Killstars.
Killstars has some amazing shorts on. I don't know what those. I think they're grasshoppers.
They're very happy shorts, though.
They are.
Join the cEDH Brazil Church. We have Pastel Gigante. Exactly. Gigante. Yeah.
If you're giving those away at the door, I would join the church.
So we're like church level gringo.
I mean, we're definitely.
We're gringos. The gringo server.
The gringo server,
great.
if I remember correctly. Speaking of the gringo server, that's the cEDH Nexus, according to cEDH Brazil. Weirdly, both of those people offering sponsorship for this tournament. Hey, the sponsors of this tournament are Playing with Power MTG, the cEDH Nexus, the Mystic Remoras, and Rebel Kixar, with additional support by Beyond the Machina and cEDH Brazil. Obviously, you can see that Killstars bought his way into the final round. Not like with a bribe, but apparently he just gave enough to the church to hit that Immaculate Conception Thassa's Oracle win off of that consult.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah, what's up?
If I want to watch cEDH Brazil play live games and speak in Portuguese and not understand what's going on.
Yeah, sure. That's
but
twitch.tv underscore. That's twitch.tv underscore cEDH. Or twitch.tv/cEDH underscore Brazil.
And if I want to listen to this Canadian luchador, the Diabolic Avocado, for the takes.
Gosh, that's the Into the North podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got places. I don't know, Play M, but he plays games over on that Gringo server.
He does play games on the Gringo server. You know where you can go to find really excellent games of Magic, though? You can go to youtube.com/c/playingwithpowermtg.
Oh, yeah. Can I see my favorite deck being played there?
It depends. Is your favorite deck Godo?
Veto? My favorite deck is Veto.
Veto Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Why, I think that's the only deck that Folger plays.
Okay. Woo! We're professionals. We are professionals. We
if you wanted to see the Mystic Remoras, another sponsor of this tournament, you could just stay right here for another 5 to 7 days.
They're pretty good at Magic. Oh.
They are pretty good at Magic.
They are pretty good at Magic. I like watching them play Magic.
I like not getting stomped by players, which just happens when you don't play as much Magic recently. I'm literally waiting for my collector boosters. I got 4 of these things coming in. I'm gonna open them on stream.
That's exciting.
And then I'm gonna build this Corvold deck and finish it off next to me. Because Deco inspires me.
You're twitch.tv/BigRichie2004, aren't you?
Yeah, I just play spoopy games right now.
Yeah.
I've been yelling at ghosts and telling them to go screw themselves.
You playing Phasmophobia?
I am playing Phasmophobia with Larissa.
Oh, can I play with you sometime? I've never played.
You can play
it looks
with
really
us.
Fun.
Yeah, just walk around and yell at ghosts.
Looks really fun. I played this game called GTFO. which
Yeah,
is
what's that?
it's a scary zombie game.
Ooh,
It's a lot
scary
of fun.
spoopy zombies.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I enjoy a spooky game every once in a while. Basically just trying to not die before Cyberpunk 2077 comes out.
Yeah. Did you get a PS5 or a?
I have this very powerful PC sitting next to me. But yeah.
PC Master Race. I see.
And sometime next year, when they make enough of them, I might be able to buy a 3080.
Ooh.
Wait, you
yeah,
can
they're
play
super scarce.
You can play Phasmophobia in VR?
In VR, you can. It's super fun. I need to get a VR.
use for my Oculus Rift that isn't full tilt poker. GTFO is very hard, Danza buddy. It's very hard.
So as we wait for players to finish shuffling,
Danny
and as we've
Smo,
run out,
thank you for the follow. Listen,
and as we've run out of sponsors to thank,
we don't have any more sponsors to thank.
We don't. Did we thank? Yeah, you did. Kickstarter got thanked. I think we're good.
You know who I really do need to thank though? My friends.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
My friends Richie and Sean, and also my friends Sky, Zaranya, Ludra Scooter, and Royal Todd. Those last four happen to be the judges.
We're thanking Royal.
As a word from the, we're thanking. Oof.
Thanking Royal.
And as judge, I can confirm that the final pod has begun.
The final pod has begun. Badlands,
there was at least
Stone.
one mulligan to 6.
Yeah, I saw one
Hey,
to 6.
Soul Reap, thanks for that
Soul
prime sub.
Reaper, thank you for this. Thank you for the prime sub.
That's a pretty explosive start for the demonic avocado.
Yeah, not bad. Play thinking hard about who to give the spirit to off of the Forbidden Orchard.
Kess. I think it's Kess.
The correct answer is probably Kess, sadly.
What? No.
Why would you not give it to Kess?
Why do you want to add another player to block? Shame.
Which ad nos player? Because there are 3 of them at this table.
They're both there.
And you can't give it to yourself.
The one that plays the least creatures, I should say.
I'm sure I missed some follows. Axel Riot, Lesquish, Raikkoon, Oloro the Boss, and Danny Smo. Thank you for the follows, as well as Carlos Saw, Romario Vesco, Dark Demon 117 as well. You all are pretty all right. We got a fetch.
One fish from player. Nice.
Turn one fish from play M.
This pod, this is lovely.
They all play Diabolic Intent. Yeah, well, probably not Kess, actually.
No, Kess isn't going to be on Intent. There's no way. Calling, if Kess is on Calling, maybe. But
yeah.
I mean, every now and then.
Yeah, there's no good person to give it to. A Junksy 270. Thank you for the follow.
That was a fit.
Do recall, Richie, you do have access to the deck list, so you can check.
I do. I should. That's a very good point. Let's go check this cast.
Alrighty, 2 turn 1 fishes. So will that slow down the Kess mana development? We shall see.
I doubt it.
I'm not really scared about the fish out of the evolution deck, but the fish out of the first sliver deck, oof.
Misty Rainforest and Pass. Unfortunate out of Kess.
Can't play behind, sir. You gotta feed the fish.
I agree.
Yeah, you're already going last. You gotta feed this fish.
You're already going last. 2 fishes or not.
Now,
Spleen losing his crypt.
And fetching.
And fetching.
Oh.
There's another turn 2 Nas.
This is a land Nas GG? Is that what's happening? I don't think so, but
I don't think so.
No, this might be a Vile Smasher.
Is this a Trashios? We'll see. Apparently he cast something or said he was going to cast something.
Or cut in something.
Grim?
Great.
Oh, monolith. Okay,
Oh boy.
it's a lot of mana.
Colorless.
This might be
Wheel?
2 colorless. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah,
Windfall.
Yep. Windfall colorless floating.
Not paying.
Happy to let them draw. Killstars
Club
electing
elects
to
to
do
draw.
so. Play M electing to do so.
Are we gonna Connor?
I think we were hoping for one.
I think he's got a force of will. Here it comes.
Play M debating.
So here's the thing about this. Like, this is a bad time to draw your force of will because either gonna use it now or you're gonna lose it, and
Yeah.
Spleen's gonna refill his hand.
We're getting a fetch out of Monroe here. Play him wisely, holstering the weapon back up as Monroe seems to have a response. Who knows?
Monroe could have catch it with a big bluff there.
Yeah,
I'd fire off a Vamp Tutor if I was Monroe or a Mystical Tutor here.
I think
That seems about
we're
right.
getting a volcanic island, so it might be a mystical tutor. Could be a pyroblast.
Ooh. I would have tried to protect their fishes.
cEDH
Let them do
Brazil, do you think that Killstar's shoulders are big enough to take this trophy all the way to Brazil? Who knows?
Maybe. To put it in the house.
As the priority goes back to player.
Yeah, Windfall back on the stack. Keep passing, young man. Keep passing. Don't get baited. Pass.
The hard
Flavio
pass.
passing.
Oh.
Monroe accepting the pass. No bait taken today, boys.
I see the force of will that you had in your hand.
Dramatic
doesn't wanna
reversal
let
in 2
go.
lands. Play him. Keister him, bud. Put him down.
Didn't want to let them go.
Dockside.
I don't know what that
Looks like Flash. And I know it's not Flash, but it seems like
Dramatic
Flash.
reversal. That's a dramatic reversal. I don't know why you don't fire that off.
From
Monroe
Ooh.
has not adjusted their life total yet.
There's a force of will.
Force of negation.
Oh, and a force
Dovin's
of negation,
veto.
too.
That was easy.
Jesus.
Was that Dockside
That was
too?
that was an easy force. Come on,
Dockside
man.
Veil, Force, Eternal Witness, Force of negation. Oof.
Yeah,
That was
I think you
Force.
were supposed to force the will there.
I think you're supposed to force that wheel there. Ugh.
Ugh. No, that's an arc.
Has he still not adjusted life total screens?
He still has not.
Who's that, Monroe?
Monroe, yeah.
Monroe, yeah.
Arcane
Yeah, the card that
denial.
you're calling a flash is an arcane denial.
Yeah.
is it an
I knew
Arcane
it. I
denial?
knew it wasn't Flash. Like I'm not that dumb, but yeah.
Is it not dramatic reversal?
It's arcane
That's
denial, says
arcane.
chat.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't know because I'm reasonable and don't play arcane denial in CEDH.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go.
Start the flame fest. Let's go.
Arcane denial is a playable card. I would not play, but it's a playable card.
Oh, you don't know the can of worms you just opened.
I know exactly the can of worms
I know
just
what
opened.
I did.
So the chat, hold up. No, it's not arcane denial. It's
It is
dramatic reversal. Arcane denial is not in the list.
What?
Arcane denial should never be in any cEDH
I
list.
swear
That's,
that.
chat, that's dramatic reversal. You've
What
misled. You've misled him.
What art of dramatic is this? Let me go see.
There was only one art of dramatic reversal, so
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That does not look like it.
That totally looks like it. It's just
Oh!
it's the very top of it.
It's a disconnect. Oh boy.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Return Plam. You got 30 seconds.
We're having a small technical pause. Plam's computer just crashed, but he'll be back on shortly.
Okay.
Will this result in a flippity doodah?
Well, I guess they just got windfall. So.
Arcane denial
Oh,
playable in the evolved.
Discard. That's what they're saying. It was in Kess's discard. Okay, let's see.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we knew that. Wait a second. Did you guys think it was? I was talking about Spleen's yard. No, I was talking about
I thought
Kess's
we were
yard.
talking about Spleen's
No, I
yard.
was talking about
Whoa.
Kess's
Come on,
yard.
Richard.
Come on, Richie.
Yeah, okay. I'm a rookie. Rookie mistakes. Exactly. Arcane denial equals T-Don tier bad.
What?
That's
Who said
correct.
Excuse me. It's nasty T-Donkadonk. I mean, they're nasty badonk T-Donk is, I believe, what we got to yesterday.
That's not even the best nickname of a card. My favorite nickname of a card, which I will not repeat, is Uptaki Orangutan's nickname. Well, so how far do you have to go to start playing Arcane Denial? Like, you have delay? Let's just go through.
What about let's not look at Arcane Denial that way. What about if you have synergies with Arcane Denial? Like
Notion Thief?
Beagle,
And-
Hullbreacher,
And Narset and Hull Breacher?
and
Yeah.
Narset. See, you look at Arcane Denial as a
Leovold.
spell.
All right. Hey,
Or Leo.
hey, Sean. Hey, Sean. Stop
Yeah,
talking
sure.
about Arcane Denial. It's over.
Okay, I'm
Sean,
not
We
you made
can't.
your point.
We can't.
I'm
No, we can't actually talk about Arcane Denial.
Why can't we?
We can't do this. I just can't have it because it'll never stop. I can't. I'm sorry.
Playable card. I had my case.
I can't. It's fine, but I just can't. I would play Lofty Denial over Arcane Denial.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Would you pay that 5 mana Cascade counter over it? Or no?
Hey,
Is that
hey, Sinestra in the chat. You have to be nice today, my guy. None of this Zoomer angst today. Be nice.
the hell does Lofty Denial do? Now I want to go and look this one up.
It's like a daze, but if
Oh,
you
it's
control
the-
a creature with flying, it costs 4 instead of 1.
It's the Pirate Mana Leak that Adam suggested. Oh my god.
Yeah. It is the Pirate Mana Lake. Aw, that's a cute picture of my dog Baxter sleeping on top of a pillow. It's better to just avoid all talk about better just to avoid all talk about Arcane Denial, I think, because
I don't know.
I can
Let's go on the flip
no,
side.
because
What's
I can
the best
see the
counter?
nearly a page of my vertical monitor filled with Arcane Denial chat right now already. So we need to
and
just
that's why. No, and this is why we need to put it to rest, Scott. This is the reason.
Well,
It's a playable. You
hold
should
up.
have
Well, chat, before we get in there, Sean, let's ask the chat's opinion on what they think the best counter spell is. Let's just get their
It is
opinion
not
on
the
that.
best counter spell. We're not
no,
saying
no.
that.
Hey, both of you. Hey,
I want to
Stop.
I was not a. I
stop,
think this is a.
stop, both of you, stop.
Chat, what's the best counter spell?
Let it end. No, stop. Stop.
Chat.
Stop
Thank
it.
Thank you, Deke. Even
Stop
though there
it.
was sarcasm in that tone.
Stop
But-
it.
We're not looking at in a wide
Pact? We got a pact. That's
Stop.
a pretty good one. Force of will.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've lost control.
Yes,
My-
you have.
My wheels have fallen off.
Spell swindle. Hell yeah. What the hell does spell swindle do?
Is that the one that makes treasure?
It's the mana drain that gives you treasures instead
Treasures.
of colorless mana.
Spell swindle. Spelljack's the one that lets you take control of a spell. That's with Guile, where you get to play Sonic Boom.
The wheels have fallen off the cart, everybody. I'm trying so hard.
Tim says his salted nuts are the best counterspell.
We're in day 2, and I just can't. I went to go turn the corner in the car, and the steering wheel popped off.
Fine. We'll ask the chat the most important question.
I'm like
What's the
desperately.
best burger? Where do you go to get the best burger for fast food burgers? Not
Steak
the
and
best
Shake.
overall burger.
Steak and
we
Shake.
had this
Like the best
conversation.
fast
We
food
can't. Okay,
burger. I
yeah,
know,
we
but
can't
it
do
works.
this again either.
We
Okay,
can't do this again.
we can't do this
Why?
again either. You
No.
know we
Can't we?
can't. You know we
Fine, then.
can't because
Best chicken sandwich.
I'm gonna say Steak and Shake, and you guys are gonna say the wrong answers, and then everybody's gonna
Okay.
fight. It's just a mistake. We can't do it.
Best fried chicken. Best fried chicken. Here we
Best
go.
fried chicken?
Wait, best
Here we go.
fast food fried chicken?
Yes.
Dang. Again.
Popeyes.
Popeyes is a little good.
Oh my
There we
God,
go.
this dude.
There we go.
I love
Popeyes
No.
is good. Popeyes is the top five.
Bojangles.
Oh my goodness.
No.
That's
No, Popeyes.
Bojangles.
playing.
Let's just talk about how either Five Guys or
I agree. I
Sonic?
agree with LJ Mesa. 1, let's talk about how diverse this meta is right now, and 2, let's talk about how sad Playam's gonna be when he has to shuffle in his hand and draw no cards. Oof.
Like no cards? I thought he draw first 7.
I think it's because it was longer than a minute. He's not gonna draw
no.
anything.
Nope, he's
Oh.
going to draw back up.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, that's okay.
You verified board state hasn't changed, and so
Wonderful.
drawing back up, he is shuffling his hand in to the randomized.
Wonderful. Good to-
Lovely,
good to
lovely,
hear.
lovely.
So
We got there.
let's hope he doesn't draw into like a crazy 8 or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both dry and unflavored. I mean,
Incorrect.
strong.
Tremolos with a good
Hey,
suggestion.
Sky?
Cane's
What's
very
the best
good.
fried chicken? What's the
Listen.
best fried chicken?
Okay, listen.
What's the
there's
best fried chicken? Are you asking me about like spices or like fast food type?
like fast
Fast
food
food
fried chicken?
Oh, Mary Brown's, no contest.
Okay, but
Who the hell
you're
is Mary Brown?
this
Okay,
guy's Canadian,
I'm-
so it's not the
I'm a
same.
Canadian, so we only have 2 in my area. We only have 2 choices. We have KFC and Mary Brown's. Mary
Is
Brown's,
it PFK or no? Is it KFC?
it's KFC.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's both. Yeah, it's KFC. And the Mary Brown's up here has some of the best fried chicken I've ever had. It's delicious. They're basically like they're essentially a KFC, except they specialize in like popcorn chicken. So they have popcorn chicken with like a million different sauces. Oh, it's great. Whereas our KFCs are very understaffed, undertrained, and not nice to be in. At least in my area. So anytime I would get fried chicken when I was in college or university, I'd just be like, yeah, no, I'm going to Mary Brown's.
Okay, so Sky, since you're here, why don't you go ahead and explain? Because the chat seems really confused
About
what happened with the rules procedure.
Okay, so normally, if a player is disconnected for more than a certain amount of time, we have them shuffle their hand in and not draw. However, this is subject to the situation at hand. In this case, the players had just resolved a windfall, and each of them drew 8, and nothing else had occurred. As well, Killstars had nothing in his library that had changed. He had his entire library was randomized. So in this case, the judges believed it was perfectly acceptable for him to shuffle in and draw a new 8 to ensure that he hadn't cheated his hand. And of course, we don't believe he did. It's just, rules. In the case of where things may have changed and it may have mattered more, we probably wouldn't have had him draw any. We would have had him simply shuffle in. But in this case, where it was just a windfall, it was a brand new hand. Literally nothing with the hand had occurred. He hadn't messed with the top of his deck. Shuffling in and drawing back up seems absolutely appropriate, in my opinion. And people can disagree with me. They usually do.
Okay. Just making
Hey.
sure.
Sky, thank you for that in-depth explanation.
Yes.
It's much appreciated.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing that I find about judging is the rules are there to help the judges come to decisions, but ultimately it's up to the judges to decide based on the situation at hand.
Absolutely.
Especially where this is, of course, a non-paper tournament, a non-in-person, rather, tournament, where different situations occur than regular, like disconnects don't really happen in real life. Like, people don't need to buffer when they're sitting across from you. Like, maybe if they're on a really complicated line, they need to buffer for a moment, but their playmat doesn't randomly get fuzzy.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. So, LJ, or not LJ, wow, Killstars chose to not pay for his fish.
Yep.
LJ is in the chat, and LJ is a very, very cool guy. I was just sitting there reading his. Oh, Breach? Oh, geez. Well, I like this. I like this. This is practically free.
What's in his graveyard? Other than a lot of lands. Was there something I'm missing? Is this a value breach? No such thing as a value breach.
So it's not a value breach, but I think this is pretty free. I think he's got a Lion's Eye Diamond in his hand.
Well, more than
Or
likely.
maybe a Lotus Petal or something like that, you know?
Is Petal strong enough to just go for it? Normally just go for it if you have LED.
If it was a value breach, I might just value breach and put fish back into play. Just say screw it. And the reason why this is so free is just because he has Savine's Wreck. And he also has Food Chain. Like, he can pivot. Oh, there's a fort. Ooh. Ooh.
Hockey Rules 26. Thank you for the subscription. We got Force of Will coming down on the Underworld breach.
I think Narset should be at 38. Another Force Pitch and Swan Song should be at 37.
Yeah.
There you go.
We got there. It just took a second.
Yeah, Monroe needs to change his to 38. I guess.
So,
You said Monroe needs to change his life total again?
38,
yeah. 38 with the Force of Will on the stack.
So Plam has this Lotus Petal just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure Diabolic Avocado is not going to do anything into this Lotus Petal.
Advocatus Diaboli.
If you're Plam, do you just let this go for... Oh, boy. Nope. Spell Snare?
Spell Snare. Card is hot. Telling you.
Mental
Hey, a
misstep.
misstep as well. Hey.
Draw.
I'd draw the card and I'd be like, okay, I don't got anything. Seems good.
Let's explain it just today on Abrupt Decay. Maybe
It's going to counter this.
Nah,
He's either got an Abrupt Decay or he's going to counter this, but...
We're just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just waiting for this to resolve. A misstep
Nice.
back on the misstep.
It was good.
That's a lot of interaction coming
A lot
out.
of cards.
Yeah. Suddenly that hand that you had that had 20 cards in it doesn't look as good. Or how many cards he had? He had like 7 cards in there. Full, I know he had more than a full grip.
Spell Snare is a very good card. I like Spell Snare a lot. I have hit so many Docksides.
I don't like Spell
recent
Snare
history.
I don't like Spell Snare against Dockside so much as I like it against Breach and other various 2-drops. Like, I don't. My thing with Dockside is I just want it gone.
I like it against Dockside. I mean,
I like countering Docksides. Don't get me wrong. That's 1 mana counter Dockside's very good. But I just want Dockside exiled. I don't want you to get a Dockside back.
Right,
You're not
but
allowed to reanimate
if you don't
Dockside.
counter it, it makes mana. So
Yeah,
you
that is
need to
true.
counter it first.
Oh,
We
okay.
just Thrasios and Passios? Is that what's going on here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he has a lot of
activation up.
cards.
Yeah.
He has a lot of cards in hand.
Bunch of cards in hand. Thrasios activation up. Yeah, use Thrasios and Passios.
End of the day, you gotta respect what he drawn, the cards he's drawn so far.
We're not paying for this fish. Don't pay for it. Okay. The fact you paid for it the first time blew my mind. But yeah.
He had nothing better to do. Draw a lot of cards from it. I don't know.
There's
You
a lot
had
of
this
cards spell
bad-
snare hits. It's a good card. I'm not saying it's a bad card. Just Dockside's not the number one thing I like with it. I like a lot of what you guys have said though.
Get probe. Think we're just going for the Spleen's hand?
Spell snare against Gilded Drake's pretty hot. Oh yeah. In a tournament, would you guys ever reveal the information in his hand?
I normally do.
Depends.
This right here takes too much time. If someone's gonna peek and look at my hand, I mean, sure. It's on them. It's a gentleman's game at the end of the day, but you can't trust the person you're playing with, then hey. I hope they get the information they need to win the game.
I think I saw him put a V in there, which is only one card I can think of with a V.
Well, he's not on white, so definitely not Vito.
Vampiric Tutor.
Oh, whoa. That's an astute observation there.
All right, Mox Amber, LED. You also have a breach.
My opinion is, what are we doing if we're not going for it?
Oh,
And
this
that's
is
why I
slow.
don't do well in tournaments.
No, you vroom when you're supposed to not vroom.
Yeah. Fletcher BD, thank you for the follow.
Brainstorm.
I don't understand this. Brainstorm.
Oh, he might be digging for something else he needs.
Because like if you're digging for like any sort of tutor, fire off the brainstorm first, right? And then you fire off these cards.
The Mana Crypt. But this is what I like about this evolution deck. It makes a lot of mana. Sometimes it has nothing to do with that mana. It does make a lot of mana.
Did he put 2 cards back? I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
he did.
Really fast.
He did.
Okay. It was really fast. I thought I only saw 1 go back. Probably had them stacked.
Yeah. Get them on top of each other.
I will say, I like playing clean board states. And sometimes, in order to make sure the game's a little clean, you slow your actions down. Okay.
Wild Girls on the Forbidden Orchard.
Yeah.
We're tapping real low. Have a green floating. Color floating. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Storm count. Storm count 6. There's a Taxi and Pro played. Bomberman. There we go. That's a very
Yeah, that is a Auriok Salvagers.
So we
course-
knew.
The thing
Spleen's
is,
hand.
yeah, I mean, he knew Spleen's hand, so he must have thought
He can beat it.
He can beat it.
Well, he's got to
So,
play some other free
We've
mana.
got two other tapped out creatures. We got two other tapped out players, rather.
Yeah, so that's the problem with Bomber.
Yeah.
Oh, does he have a green floating? No, he has no mana floating.
No, he has nothing. Oh, there's a
All right.
Savine's ring.
It resolves. He discards his
Rain
hand.
Freeze? Wow.
He had no protection?
Activating.
No, he's no protection. He's going for it. He's also got a Savine's Wreck, so he can set this back up. He basically just put a ton of pressure on the table to say,
Yep.
if it gets back to me, I'm going to win.
Casting LED.
Yep.
Touching mana.
Spleen
It touched
Face
it.
touching the mana. Like, I unless Playam missed something significant.
I mean, I don't think this is
There's a
where you miss.
Thrasios activation, I guess.
Yep.
Maybe
But you make him
draw
yes, Dark Ritual. There
Dark
we go.
Rit. Okay.
There we go. So he's going to Thrasios activation here.
Yeah.
Unless he's going to go for an Adnaz.
No, he's gonna leave
No.
a blue-black open. He's gonna activate Thrasios, I think. We're bottoming. We're flipping and revealing a carpet of
Carpet.
flowers.
Yeah, Carpet's not going to work.
Was he looking for a blue card to pitch to a force, or
He might have Consultation in hand.
he's got black in pool?
How greedy
He
would
passed
you
on
have
it.
to
He
be
let it
to-
resolve. It's resolved. Are we demonstrating a loop here? I think
So,
yeah. I think we're
once- yeah,
demonstrating a loop.
Once the first one goes through, it's that second one, and once that goes
Yeah,
through,
you
it's
counter
over.
the second one. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're demonstrating a loop.
That second one's the one that's gonna.
Dang.
Is
think
Play
so.
him our champion? Is that
I
what's
don't.
going on?
I think Plam's the champ here, unless something crazy happens.
We're looking to see.
And this is why we do a fish.
Why are we on our
girls?
look? Why are we on our phone?
We're texting. Is that zipped up? Do we have a result?
I mean, I know we're flicking our cards.
Yeah, I mean, I still see shuffling. I think they're accepting the
The shortcut.
shortcut.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Did not see that one. Your boy won. Yeah, we drew our deck. There's a Dockside. There's a Baron.
You know how it's immutable safer line 1, 2. Yeah, because you have infinite. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You have infinite mana anyways.
Yeah.
Chris, I just masked out the blue bars. I hope you don't mind me hurting your art like that, but people really were very excited to see the names yesterday.
All right, I think Playam is our new champion of the. Yeah,
That is official.
Yep.
As
Plam is the new
official.
champion.
woo!
Very good.
Very nice.
Very nice. Congratulations to Play M. So we're gonna keep it here for a minute, but there are some exciting things that are gonna happen in a little bit here, like picking prizes and the revealing of the play mats for the top table.
Could be so.
Ooh.
It's gonna be so good. I guess I'll just throw it to this little screen here for a little bit with a sparkly magical transition. This is Timetwisted 4, the Tales from the Mana Crypt. It's almost. I mean, this is pretty much it. Here is the poster for the event. We'd like to thank our lovely sponsors, Playing with Power MTG, the cEDH Nexus, the Mystic Remoras, Rebel Kickstar, and additional support by Beyond the Machina and cEDH Brazil. We like them. Now, while we're sitting here, I have to do some thingamabobbing. I'll be right back.
You doing a thingamajigger? Okay.
So that was, man, good to see Bomberman back in it. Never liked that combo, but hey, pretty good.
It was a pretty ballsy Bomberman, but I don't disagree with it. Like, that was a great read and a great time to play it. Clearly, I
Yeah, I
don't
think,
disagree because
yeah,
it won, but
no, it was a great read. I mean, listen,
Well, he did have the probe on spleen, so
correct.
we knew that
Yeah.
much too.
And this is once again the first person to go off never wins. I think this is a solid rule. I believe cEDH is, and the first person to go off that in the interaction was Killstars with a breach, and there was a lot of interaction on that. And then he was the second to go off. So, with that said, all the interactions normally gone by then, and on top of that, he had a fish through that counter battle. So,
yeah.
it's just you don't feed the fish.
I think he was almost priced into feeding the fish there. I mean, I don't know. Look, Plam also kept his fish around a second time with a grip full of cards, which
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't the biggest fan of, but it worked out for him, you know?
Paid off. It paid off.
Yeah.
And that is awesome. But definitely congrats to him. Good win. Good playing through the tournament. It was definitely some tough competition.
For sure.
Yeah, great job to the commentators also. You guys crushed it all weekend.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let you into the meeting, huh? Admit. You're in the meeting.
Thank you.
I think what we're going to do is we're just going to drag the players one by one as we do their prizes.
Okay.
And so we'll just stay in here, and when Scotty gets to the other screen here, what we'll do is I'll let you guys announce the top 4 and then the top 16, and then we will start handing out prizes. Yeah, thank you everyone so much. We had an amazing volunteer staff this time around. Again, Time Twisted Games is completely community run. All of our staff are volunteers, so please give them a lot of thanks. We've taken up their whole weekend, and yeah, they're essentially working for peanuts. So thank you guys all very much. Shout out to our commentators, Scotty, Jamaican, Ashani, and Big Richie. We also have some really awesome judges. Sky has been with us for all tournaments now, except for the first one, I think.
Yep.
We've got Zarania, we've got Royal, and we've got Looter Scooter. A shout out to all of the judges. Shout out to our sponsors, Playing with Power, cEDH Nexus, the Mystic Remoras for hosting. We've got support from Kixar, who did our playmats. We've got support from cEDH Brazil, and we've got support from Beyond the Machina. And a huge shout out to Agent Archaeopteryx for developing our tournament software, which has been working flawlessly all weekend. I think that's about it. Is there anything else any of you guys want to say before we send it away to
There's
Scotty?
at least one other person we should thank.
Who?
You.
No.
We got to thank the TO for organizing this
Yeah.
beautiful.
Metal's been awesome. He's taken a lot of the not pleasant work with running a tournament kind of
Yep.
on his own, which is wonderful.
All the lovely questions adults ask. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, Scotty, you
Yeah,
setting up the scene there. You
we're
take your time,
ready
buddy.
to go. I've got the
Oh, nice.
I got the thinger danger up and running.
All right.
Let me know when it's time to switch
Yeah,
to it.
you can switch it over.
Oh my goodness. Whiz bang.
Whiz
did it.
bang. Scotty, do you have the top 4 announcement? I put it in privates for you.
Do I have the top 4 announcement? Of course I do.
Yeah, I think take it away to the commentary team to announce our top 4 and then announce our top 16, and then we'll start divvying up these prizes.
All right, here we go, y'all. The top 4 after round 6. In first, Play'em, 13 points. Second,
Play M, congratulations.
Second,
Woo!
Advocatus Diaboli, aka Spleenface, 12 points.
Advocatus.
Good performance. Good performance.
Yeah, congrats.
In third, Killstars and Monroe with 9 points apiece.
Yeah. Congrats.
I believe on Breakers, Monroe is technically 4th. Sorry about that, my guy. Actually, I think the Breaker is alphabetical order.
No, the breaker's not alphabetical.
I'm just,
No.
I know. It's Killstars then Monroe. I was making a deep joke.
Thanks. I'm sorry, but I might just get, I'm.
Yeah.
Things might happen to me if you.
Yeah, you don't need hate mail. I know.
Well, hang on. If it's alphabetical, then Big Richie is our champion, right?
Ooh,
Yes.
Big Rich.
Hell yes! Hell yes, I am. Bow to me. I am the best. I am the victor.
You mean reverse alphabetical? So I'm
The top, the
there
top
we go.
16, by the way.
Remember, Zaranya, any floor judges that win prizes goes to head judges.
The
All right, Scotty, take us away. Top 16.
The top 16 in no particular order: Sponta, Lesquish, Levi, Histrion, Genghis Prawn, Monroe, Hallenium, Killstars, Deke, Cobblepot, Kyle featuring Pitbull, Playem, LJ Mesa, Inkmoth, Advocatus Diaboli, and Damon. Congratulations to the top 16 and the top 4. You done real good.
Congratulations, everyone. Any system that can crown Richie champion is deeply flawed, says Spleenface.
I
Alright.
totally agree.
Wow.
That's true, yeah.
All right, I think
Wow.
let's get our champion in here. And Scotty, do you have the playmat images that you can throw up on the top over here?
Yes.
You take your time. I'm gonna bring Playem in here. You get those images ready, and we'll just make them like full screen when we want to show them off here.
Lovely.
Playem, welcome to the commentators booth, and congratulations.
The champ.
Yeah, the champ. Playem's muted. He might be dancing around his room right now.
I think it's because it's a restricted channel. You have to unmute him.
Oh no.
I got it.
No.
I'll never muted anymore. Unmute yourself.
I think.
Yo,
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. What's up, Playem? Congratulations.
thank you.
Absolutely. So we've got some prizes for you. As first place, you're getting the champion playmat. Scotty, you got that to throw up on stream there?
I'm working on it. We're
He's
going.
working on it. So in addition to that, Playem, first prize is technically Mana Crypt, but I looked at these recently and Mana Vault and Mana Crypt might have flipped in price, but you get to choose any one of these that you want. I've also got another stack of singles here, but they are not as fancy as these guys here.
I'm gonna take. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna take.
Awesome. What do you take?
The Mana Crypt,
The Mana Crypt.
Woo!
of course.
All right, taking the Mana Crypt. In addition to the Mana Crypt, you're gonna get some of these Commander Legends boxes,
Ooh.
packs. You've got so many packs coming your way though that if you want, we can ship all of these to you, or we can open them for you. You earned 12 of these packs.
Ooh. You can for my open them on stream.
All right, let's do it. Here we go.
All right.
We're just gonna take the first 12 here.
I have the champions mat ready to throw on stream real quick if you want
Throw
me
up
to.
that playmat while I get these
Alright.
packs ready here.
Ooh, Joe, what the 2000?
No,
Thank
Joe.
you very much, Joe.
This is the Time Twisted Tournament for Tales from the Mana Crypt champions mat. It's incredible looking, and I'm like, yeah, that's coming your way.
Kickstarter did such an amazing job with that.
He did
thing.
really an excellent job. All right, let's open these packs.
All right, we're gonna open these packs. Here we go. Anything you're looking for, Playam, in particular?
A Jewel Lotus.
A Jewel
Breacher.
Lotus?
Yeah.
And so, like I said earlier, the plan is to send you like the rares and uncommons. But if you want the commons, let me know and we'll make that happen. That's no problem at all. So we're just gonna go through this real quick, and we're gonna skip the commons, and we'll start. Oh, you got a command tower.
Oh, you got a command tower. Dope.
Lightning Recruit.
Oh,
Open
heck
Armory,
yeah.
Victimize. Immaculate Magistrate for your rare here.
Nice.
Oh, you get another.
You may want to
You
take
got the
the
turtle. Arcalos
champion
Lagoon Mystic.
picture off so the stream
I
can
mean,
see
it
that.
should be off.
It's just gonna
Okay,
catch
it's off
up.
now.
You're on a delay, so you're hearing our chat first, and then
Correct.
you'll see what
Yeah,
what
I
is
just
happening
I
there.
just turned it off, so should be off.
Okay, you got the turtle, and you got
Arcalos.
another legendary and a foil prophetic prism
Dang.
Ooh.
and some prismatic piper. These packs are crazy. I'm
Those
gonna
are some
change the
stacked
autofocus on this
packs.
so you can see a little better here. All right, I think this should be good.
Do you?
I do. Okay, here we go. We'll set that aside. I'm gonna try and go faster for you guys. I know everyone's waiting for their prizes. We'll just skip the commons. Go to the uncommons. Alright. Commons away. Uncommons. Sifter worm. Where's that? Here we go.
Sifter worm.
Oh, that's great. That's terrible. Sifter worm. Skilled
Skilled
animator.
animator.
Burning anger. Court of bounty for your rare.
Nice.
Bell Borka Spectral Sergeant.
Ooh.
A Rami of the Dead Tide, and a foil volcanic torrent. Damn. Congrats on those.
Thanks.
Oh, Rami's
No,
pretty.
only 10 more to go.
Oh, Rami's pretty dope.
I like the turtle. That's my favorite card you've gotten so far.
Arcalos. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I want to build turtle. Oh God, what's that modern deck with the lands
I
with
don't know.
Amulet of Vigor?
Amulet
And the
Titan.
Titan?
Amulet Titan. Yeah, I want to build
Okay.
Turtle Titan.
Turtle Titan.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. Vow of Flight. Orzhov Advocist. Lore Seeker's Stone. Rare Dawnglade Regent. With the Kalfiner the Last You got that treefold.
Nice.
Galatian Power Engineer, Boarding Party, Soldier Token.
Is that a pirate? Boarding party?
Is it a pirate?
Oh
Dang.
man.
Love
There
pirates.
was a pirate in there. There was a pirate.
Love me some pirates.
All right. Here we go. Uncommons. Hunter's Insight. Volcanic Dragon. Scaled Behemoth. Oh, you got a Mythic Profane Transfusion.
Nice.
Radiant Sarah Archangel. Felice Reverent Medium. And a foil Scrapdiver Servant. Congratulations.
Just waiting on the Lotus.
Just waiting on the Lotus. Yep.
We'll
just
get
waiting on
there.
the
We'll
Lotus.
get there.
Wait, you can get the Lotus, or you can get one of those cool etched art cards too.
Oh yeah, I want the rogue rack.
What about a Thrasios or a Bruce? Are you interested in that?
Oh yeah.
You got a first response. You got a Sandstone Oracle. You got a Kuambaj Witches. How do you say that?
Kumbaj.
Kumbaj.
Yeah.
Undergrowth Stadium for your rare land. You got one of the.
Oh, that's
I
dope.
don't know what those lands are called.
Bond lands, right? Battle
Bondlands, there you
lands,
go.
something like that.
Amareth the Lustrous. Rare Dragon. Kedis Emberclaw Familiar.
Kedis! He's
Bam.
so cute.
People want that. And a foil Wild Size. Congratulations, you got a treasure token behind that.
Oh, treasure token, the best card.
Yes.
All right. Commons out of here. Uncommon, Skilled Animator, Fencing Ace, Thought Vessel,
That's a good
and
one.
rare Rakshasha Debaser. Man, these are not easy to enunciate, I'm telling you.
You'll get there.
Oh, you got again.
Oh, you can play
Arcane
Paradox.
Weaver.
You can play Possibility Storm.
You
There
got
you
a
go.
Kesket. And you got an etched
Ooh.
Foil Ghost of Ramirez
DiPietro.
DiPietro.
Yeah.
There's Ramirez de Pietro.
You can't. Yeah, look, that looks so crazy. The like
That's pretty
foiling
dope.
is like glittery, and then it's matte along the edge. That looks so cool. That's the first time
Yeah,
I've seen
that's
one
really
of those.
cool
And a
printing.
Monarch.
I
Yeah.
have 2 boxes of this, and those are the only foils that haven't curled.
Oh,
So-
the
The etched foils, yes. So they're the
Nice.
winners.
Did you get some good pulls on your boxes?
You got the Lotus, and I got Shove the Empiric Tutor.
Furnace
So-
Celebration. Faith's
Let's get this
Fetters.
Lotus.
Oh, you got a 3 visits.
Yeah, 3 visits.
Ooh,
Dope.
nice.
And you got a Jessica's Will.
That's
Tight.
dope.
Oh, I need that. Nice.
And you got a Crack. This pack is hot.
Clark, this is a good pack.
And you got a Rodrak.
Yay.
And a Foil Victimize. Good pack.
That's a good
Ooh.
pack.
Ooh.
That's a real good pack.
Copy token. All right, we're over halfway done here. Play M, congratulations again on the tournament, man. Fantastic.
Yeah.
showing.
Thank you. I didn't expect this at all.
Have you won any other tournaments before?
No, I played in the Cocktails tournament with 1-4.
Oh, well, much better this time around. Mindless Automaton. Coastline Marauders. Pirate.
Pirate.
Yeah.
Scaled Behemoth. Oh,
There's the
look
Lotus.
at this play.
We got it.
Ooh.
You deserve it.
Yay.
Congratulations, man.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Awesome. And you got Elisa Shroud of Dusk. And you got a Rayav Mastersmith. And a foil Radiant Sarah Archangel. And another Prismatic Piper. I'm going to get this Lotus and put it in a sleeve for you.
Yay.
I don't trust myself.
Now I can flex more on my friends.
There you go. All right. Mana Crypt and Jeweled Lotus. I mean, that's a good price right there.
He's gonna get a
Yeah.
foil Jeweled Lotus. It's gonna
A
work.
foil
It'll work.
Jeweled Lotus.
Oh.
There we go. Who were your commanders? Thrasios and Bruce?
Yeah.
So, I mean, why
We're
don't we
getting
just get
we're
you
getting
some
that
etched
etched
version of that?
Thrasios before these packs are done.
Yeah, please
Not
do
bad,
it.
Not bad in the commons. All right. Return to Dust. Uncommon. Meteor
on now.
Golem. Kangi's Lieutenant. You got a whole
You got a breacher.
Yeah.
Dope.
Oh,
Dope.
this is so dope.
And
Dargo
ooh,
the
a
Shipwrecker.
Dargo.
Numa Joraga Chieftain. And a foil Fin Clade Fugitives. Monarch token. Man, great hits so far.
Yeah, you're gonna get the opposition agent, and you're gonna be
Yeah.
good to go.
Let's
You
get
got
this.
Yeah.
opposition agents, then you don't need to buy any more packs.
Let's get this
Yeah.
etched Thrasios. Here we go. Come on now.
We already hit the etched. You get 1 per box.
Oh, snap.
Whoa.
All
And
right,
those are
Trial
those are
Perfect.
seeded packs, by the way.
Pride of Perfect, Confiscate, and a Court of Cunning for the rare, along with a Kesket the Flesh Sculptor and a Prava of the Steel Legion. Foil
Foil
Viscerous
Viscerous
here.
here,
Not
dope.
bad.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dope.
Damn, Soldier Token. All
That's
right,
kind
Plam,
of a-
last 2 packs.
That's
Oof.
kind of a
Come
chase
on.
foil, honestly. Like,
Get that foil Arcane Signet. That thing's a chase foil.
Oh, I need that. Too.
Or the foil Command Tower.
Oh, you got a
Ooh.
Findhorn Elves in the common.
oh, dope.
Ooh. Send me that. I need that.
All right, I'll put that aside here.
We'll give you all the good ones. Don't you worry, bud.
Yeah. Oops. All right. We got a Brass Herald for the uncommon. We got a Siren Storm Tamer. We got a Volcanic Torrent and Court of Grace for the rare.
Second one.
Halana Kessig Ranger,
Nice.
Falthus Shadowcat Familiar, and a foil Dispeller's Capsule.
Very
Treasure
nice.
token.
Another treasure
Mhm.
token.
All right, last pack, Plam. Congratulations again. You tore it up. We're going to get you that current reigning defending champion title in the
Yay.
server. Flex on everyone.
Yeah.
All right. There's some diamonds in these common
Yeah,
slots
it's
as
a
well.
Fire diamond.
Yeah, so let me
Yeah,
know.
can you send me those too?
Yeah, for sure. I'll send you all the diamonds.
That's
All
dope.
right. Golem Artisan, Warden of Evos Isle, Frenzied Saddle Brute, and your final rare is a Blasphemous Act. Not a bad pull.
Not bad at
Along
all.
with Emoti Celebrant of Bounty, Naga Druid, and
Renellin.
Rinelin the Moonkraken. Foil, Supernatural Stamina, which is probably what you had to win this tournament. So fitting end there. Congratulations, Play M. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Send me your address, and I will. There's no confusing who won this, so just send me your address, and we'll get this stuff shipped out to you. Play M.
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
God
All
dang,
right.
dude. What a series of packs.
Yeah, he had some awesome pulls in there. Let's get our second place in here. Was that Avocados?
I believe that was the devil avocado, yeah.
All right,
With
where's our
12.
devil avocado? Spleenface. He's
demonic
changed his name.
avocado.
He's back to Spleenface. He'll forever be the devil avocado to us. And he's all right. There we go. What's up, Spleen?
Am I unsuppressed?
Are you are unsuppressed?
Hooray.
Hold up. Most importantly, #1 in the power rankings of
Yeah,
Into the
well,
North now.
who cares about the tournament, right? All I wanted
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone on the chat, your favorite spleen face and mine, will be receiving this mat.
Yes, show us top 4.
Oh, I get to see this mat in 30 seconds. I'm excited.
Yes, you do get to see
Yes.
this mat in
Same.
30 seconds. It's
Same.
pretty
Oh, boy.
dope though.
I'll try and contain my reaction because the conversation might have moved on. But
It did last time, yeah. We just
sure
went
did.
past it last time for sure.
All right.
We're just gonna stall for like 20 seconds until this
Oh,
thing
yeah.
pops up, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna.
We're just gonna wait a minute. Let everybody see the mat.
The mat that is currently on screen will be available for 4th through 8th place.
I'm curious, did you guys in the commentators booth like think it was strange that I didn't cast the dramatic reversal? Ooh, is
We did
very
say
bouncy.
something about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
Yes.
weird. You didn't cast that
There's
reversal.
Yeah, the Plam was sort of, he indicated that he was considering interacting. I was like, if I cast dramatic, he's definitely going to counter it, and then I'm just going to have nothing. But
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
and then
Yeah,
it turns out
great
he
job,
had
Kickler.
both forces. So
Yeah, I feel that. All right,
All right,
let's
yeah, this is looking
hide this
pretty
mat.
spicy.
All right, Spleen, Devil Avocado. We've got these 3 main prizes available for you. I also have a slew of other singles, but they are not as fancy as these guys here. Do you have a
I
prize in
think-
mind, sir?
I think I'm going for that sweet extended art borderless foil manifold.
Man, I
The
really
box.
want one of these. Congratulations,
good
Spleen. You
That
tore
is
it up this weekend. I
a
don't
good
think
one.
anyone was surprised once you revealed yourself that you were doing well. So, congratulations on that. We'll get you that manifold. You've got that playmat that we will mail to you. You can confirm to me that your address is still the same.
It is.
I'll mail it to there. And we've got you a few packs of Commander Legends. We're gonna open these for you and send you the commons and the uncommons and the rare. We're gonna send you the
All
commons
right.
and we're gonna keep
Only
the
the
rares.
commons.
Yeah,
We're gonna keep the
sounds good.
rares for next
Yeah.
year.
Anything
Okay, how
you're
about this?
looking
You get the uncommons and rares, but I get the mythics and the commons.
for? I mean, I'd take that if you want that deal.
I don't.
Foil opposition agent comes in.
Wait,
Oh,
was that a
hey,
guild?
this
Wait,
is
was that a
mine.
guild globe? Hold on.
A guild globe or Millery
Oh,
sphere?
it's our Millery sphere. Okay.
Yeah. All right. You got a Mask of Memory. You got a Burnished Heart.
Casual.
You got a
All-Star.
Noxious Dragon. And
I'll
you
take
got
your
a
word for
Necrotic
it.
Hex for your rare. You got a Ghost of Ramirez DiPietro for an uncommon, along with a Roger.
Roger.
Oh, nice.
Of a Bam. And your foil is a Crushing Vines. You got a
Limited
nice
all-star
fancy owl
crushing
here.
vines.
Standard.
I
all-star
sorry, I
crushing
think I missed.
vine.
What was the? I guess I'll see it in 10
The
seconds
foil
anyways.
Crushing Vines?
No, the regular rare.
Oh, the rare was
It's fine. It'll come up on stream in
okay.
10
Necrotic
seconds.
Hex. Necrotic
Necrotic
Hex. Is the rare.
Hex.
Oh, okay, yeah. The
7
everyone
drop.
stacks 6 things make
Yeah,
make the zombies. Yeah. I got you. I got you.
All right. Second pack. And again, if you want the commons, they've got some decent ones in there. Just let me know.
Skydiver.
You got Feinhorn Elves and a diamond in there.
Yeah, sure. I'll
Is
take
it a
the
Scholar of
Fake Notes and the
Ages?
Nice.
Viscera Seer.
Vow of Wildness. Ingenuity Engine. Did you guys see the art for this? How it has like a dozen different magic cards in the art?
No,
Yeah,
I
it's a
didn't.
Reddit
That's
post.
really cool though.
Type in Ingenuity. How do you say that?
Ingenuity Engine.
Ingenuity, thank you. Ingenuity engine.
It's the one that you stack an artifact and bounce it back and it cascades, right?
Do a Reddit search. There's like a couple swords. There's like Soul Ring, Rings of Brighthearth in here, Sphere of Resistance, a whole bunch of
I'm
stuff.
gonna be honest, I don't quite understand what you're supposed to do with this card, but
Merchant Raiders, and you got a
Phyrexian
mythic
Triniform.
rare,
Huh.
Phyrexian Triniform.
Ooh, you get to make a bunch of 9/9 dudes.
And you got another rare, Quain Internant Meddler. You got the bunny, the rabbit wizard. And another rare, Nimrus Una's Trickster. How many rares are you going to get in this pack?
Wow, this is a
Give 'em a
stack.
foil rare.
Oh, and a foil mythic rare,
mythic, Kamal.
Kamal, Heart of Krosa.
Dope.
all right, we take
There's
those.
another rare behind this because
Yeah, I mean, just keep going, right? Don't stop.
Elf Warrior rare. Congratulations.
That's a pack.
That's 2 mythics and 2 rares.
And a sleeve for you.
Yeah.
Two
Two
mythics,
mythics,
nice.
2 rares in
Two
that
mythics,
pack.
so-
That's pretty stacked.
Yeah, you got 4 rares in there. 2 mythics and 2 legendary. I don't know if this Kamal's any good, but it looks cool.
Now, if anyone can break the draw a card bunny, it's you, I think. So if you could,
Oh God, just no.
if you could try.
No, the trick is I'm gonna break the life gain half of it. That's
Okay, all right, I feel it.
it's the real
Alright.
challenge.
Demonic Lore, last pack, uncommon. Horizon Scholar. Stinger
Oh, sorry, I thought-
Spider.
I thought you said there were 4. Am I
3.
misremembering?
3.
Did I say 4?
I don't remember.
Here, it's all. I'll just do the quick
Well,
math
if
here. There might be, if there's 4, then
Yeah, if there's 12 for first place and
There
then
is
12
4.
split between second, third, and fourth. Right?
you're right. You're right. Spleen's like, stop trying to short me a pack, dude.
Yeah, jeez.
All right, second to last pack. Here, we'll just set these aside. Bam. All right, Horizon Scholar. Thank you, Spleen, also for that.
No
Ooh,
worries.
I see a training center.
Nice. You
Dope.
got the blue-red Bondland, Battle Bondland. And Anara Wolvid Familiar. Tormod the Desecrator of Tormod's Crypt. And a foil Ancient Animus.
Oh dang.
Prismatic Piper. Everyone, they just throwing this in for everyone, I think.
It's for
in the-
limited.
Yeah, in the draft, it's sort of like a basic where like you get it even if it wasn't in your pool.
It's
Oh,
one
cool.
out of every and it's one out of every 4 packs. So
Okay, so that's
So
what
that so you can't just like so you can always make like a 2-color deck. Well, training center's pretty good. I'll take it.
Marble Diamond. I like that there's diamonds in the common spots here.
yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty
those
Path
needed
of
a
Ancestry
reprint.
also, I don't know if that's
Although not as much as those medallions need a reprint. Jesus.
Sunset Pyramid, Scholar of the Ages, Meteoric Mace, and your final rare slot, Blade Griff Prototype, followed by a Siani Eye of the Storm, cool art, and you got a foil, a Chroma Vision of Ixodar, or a mythic.
Another
I mean.
foil mythic, or just regular
not,
mythic.
Not a
Okay,
foil, just a regular
Yeah.
mythic, but yeah,
nice.
and a
All
foil
right.
Seer's Lantern. These
That's
packs are
pretty
pretty
sweet.
good so far, I think.
Yeah, not bad.
The comments that are in there are just it's stupid.
All right, we're gonna get you another sleeve for this. Spleen, congratulations again! Fantastic
Thank you.
showing. Thanks for
And-
joining the tournament, and yeah,
And
man,
thanks
you kicked
to everyone involved in putting this on. This was
Hey.
a ton of fun.
I gotta know
Yay.
why'd you use a pseudonym?
I wanted to know if people would sort of react to me differently, and I kind of think they did. Like, I think that I was under a lot less scrutiny because I didn't have a recognizable name.
I gotcha.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, congrats.
Yeah, congrats, congratulations. All right, we're gonna get Killstars in here. Killstars got third
Woo!
place in our tournament. We're gonna unmute him. Killstars, what's up? Welcome, congratulations on the third place showing.
Thanks. Hello.
Absolutely. You crushed it, man. We thought you might get there. Scotty was rooting
Yeah.
for you in the booth here.
I was. I picked you to win, but it's okay.
All right, Killstars. We got some. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, man.
I tried to do that. To do my best.
Yeah,
Hey, man. You did
good.
fantastic. You did great. You did great. I've got 2 of the top 4 prizes left. I've got the Chrome Mox and the Mox Opal. In addition to that, we've got quite a few other singles as well. Do you have any idea which one of those you'd like to take?
I want the Mox Opal.
Ox Opal, awesome. Easy peasy on that. And you
Yes.
also get 4 packs of Commander Legends that we're going to open for you right now. You also get the top 4 playmat done by Kickstarter.
Nice.
Yes. So send me your address and we will ship that to you. No
Okay.
charge. It's coming out of Scotty's pocket. He's a nice guy.
Heck yeah.
All right. And again, if you want the commons, just let me know. We've got like preordained sky diamonds and elves and stuff in there.
Yes.
All right. So uncommons, first pack. You got a Codex Shredder. You got a Fathom Fleet Sword Jack. You got a Grafted War Gear. And your first rare, you got an Akroma's Will, followed by
Nice.
a rare Gore Moldrak Amphenologist, a creature human scout, and a Rami of the Dead Tide with a
Nice.
foil Flood of Recollection. Cool art, cool art. And a spirit token. It's flying though. Why do they always give us the flying spirit tokens? Give us the spirit tokens on the ground.
Killstars, we got a question from the chat for you. How does it feel to be the dominant Brazilian over that has-been Deco?
The Deco time is passed.
Deco's time is past. Oh, it's so good.
All right. Second pack, uncommons. You got Strength of the Pack. We're going to summon this and get you something awesome here. Lorekeeper Stone, Fencing Ace, and your rare, you get a War Room, the land that lets you draw a card by paying a life equal to the number of colors of your commander's color identity. And another rare, Elegith Crossroads Augur, a flying legendary Sphinx, with a Miara Thorn of Glade, a Elf Scout uncommon, and you got a foil Prying Eyes.
Neat.
Fancy.
I hope to see a Obeka Brute Chronologist
Obeka is
on
what
the
you're
next.
looking for. All right.
Yes.
Gosh.
All right, here we go. Ask and you shall
Let's-
receive.
let's
Plam asked
see
for
it.
a Jeweled Lotus, and he got it.
Yeah.
Okay, uncommons. Null Caller. Humble Defector. Armorcraft Judge. And a Wheel of Misfortune. Nice.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
That's very good, yeah.
And Arden Intrepid Archaeologist. Uncommon. Tuya Bearclaw. Uncommon legendary. And a foil Goblin Trailblazer, which is a pirate and a goblin.
Yeah.
Most of the goblins in this set are pirates.
Treasure. Right? All right, last pack. Here comes Obeka for you.
Hope on the foil edge Obeka.
Oh, the etched foil. All right, all right.
All right, let's
Calling
get
his
it.
shots here. Calling his shots. Let's hit it. Command Tower.
Ooh,
Nice.
Command Tower.
Common slot.
Oh.
All right. Angelic Armaments. First Response. Feast of Succession. And your rare, Kamal's Will. With a Rebek Architect of Ascension, legendary human artificer, and a Jury Master of a View, another legendary. Oh, and your last foil, it is a etched foil. It is
Whoa.
Livio Oathsworn Sentinel.
Nice.
So that's like our store opened 80 boxes of this to sell,
That's pretty
and they
dope.
just did crack packs, and they only got 3 etched foils, so
Dang.
3 extra etched foils. So Deke said he got one, so maybe it's just our shipment that was off.
Bam. There you go. That's so cool looking. We're going to put that
That's
in
a
the sleeve
really
for you.
nice looking card. Hey, that
Thanks.
card goes infinite with Dockside Extortionist and 6 treasures.
Yeah.
So,
I thought Cobble was brewing something with that.
yeah.
Bam. Congratulations, Killstars, again, representing cEDH Brazil very well. Again, yeah, ship me that address, and we will get this shipped off to you post-hasty.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much, Killstars. Congratulations.
Congrats, buddy.
Congrats.
All right, we are bringing in our final competitor from the top 4. Monroe. Damn, Monroe. How's it going? Are you there? Can you hear us? You're muted, Monroe, so if you're trying to talk to us, you got to unmute yourself. But congratulations to Monroe. He took 4th place in the pod here. He might be doing his own happy dance, but we've got a single for him. We've got some packs for him. I think we might just open his packs while we're waiting for him to show up so we can keep this ball rolling, and then he can pick which single he wants. Oh, Monroe, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, how's it going, man? Congratulations on the top 4.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We've got the last prize of the top 4 left, the borderless foil chrome mox. But if you don't want that, we've got a few other singles as well. Do you know what you're leaning towards?
Yeah, I'll take the Chrome Mox.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I don't suspect otherwise. We also have 4 packs of Commander Legends for you. We're going to pop those open for you right now. Do you have anything that you're looking for specifically out of these guys?
He's already got the Jewel Lotus, but
Jeweled-
I'll take a Mana Drain.
All right. Jeweled Lotus Mana Drain. Here we go. Again, we can send you the commons if you want. Otherwise, we will send you the uncommons and the rares. First uncommon, Revenant, Explosion of Riches, Slaughter of Strong, and your first rare is a Nightshade Harvester. It is a 2/2 Elf Shaman. You also got a Ezir Wardwing Familiar, Legendary Bird, and a Breaches Brazen Plunderer,
Heck
Legendary
yeah,
Goblin
what a
Pirate.
great card.
And your foil is a Slith Ascendant. That art is crazy looking.
Whoa.
All right, second pack for you, Monroe. Monroe, do you do many tournaments? Do you do much?
No, this is actually my first one, and I'm very, very surprised that I made it to top 4.
Man, be proud of yourself. First
Yeah.
tournament, top 4, over 60 people. That's awesome.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
All right, second pack. Make a Stand, uncommon. Interpret the Signs, uncommon. Shimmermere, uncommon. Shout out to Zur. And Amphin Mutineer for your second rare. With the Arden Intrepid Archaeologist. A Jury Master of the Review. And your foil is Interpret the Signs. Uncommon. With a copy token back there. 2 more packs for you. Mana Drain on the way.
Heck yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Let's get it.
Fingers crossed. Get a couple more mythics in here. In this
2
box,
lotuses. Let's go.
Right? Bam, there we go. All right, Vow of Duty, uncommon. Cast Down, uncommon. Ordeal of Nylea, and your rare Body of Knowledge, a creature avatar, with a Slurk all-ingesting legendary ooze creature, a Captain Vargas Wrath, legendary orc pirate.
Heck yeah.
You got a foil Fire Diamond.
Nice.
That's pretty hot. And a Thrall token. All right, last pack for you. Let's go Lotus. Let's go Mana Drain.
Big money, no whammies.
Yeah, big money, no whammy. All right. First uncommon, Guildless Commons. Thirst for Knowledge, Intangible Virtue, and a Flamekin Herald in the rare slot Elemental Wizard with the Galantra Collar of Wirewood, a legendary elf druid, Nadir Agent of the Duskanul, legendary elf warrior, and your final foil, hot damn, is a training center.
Nice.
Nice. Foil rare battle bond land, or bond land, I guess, since it's not battle. Yeah, nice hit on that training center. Put that in a sleeve for you. Monroe, shoot me your address, and we will get this pile shipped out to you. Congratulations again on the top 4, man. You played very well in the tournament.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we're going to do our 5th through 16th here. And we also are going to, we have some hidden achievement prizes that were all accomplished throughout the tournament. And so we're going to give out those secret prizes as well. All right, Damon is going to be choosing his selection off screen here, but Damon got 5th place in our tournament. Damon was also our only player to go 5-0 in day 1. I'm going to send a picture of these cards that Damon has to choose from.
4-0, right?
What was that?
4-0, right?
Sorry, yeah. 5-0. Yeah, but he did get to 5-0.
Yes, he did.
But I'm going to send Damon a picture real quick. He's not available to join the call. But congratulations to Damon. He did very well. definitely was a front runner in the tournament. Looked like he might take it down, and got eliminated in the first round of day 2, but played very well. I'll definitely be following his if he enters any more tournaments after this.
Definitely.
So I'm gonna send this to Damon real quick, and then we're gonna talk about these secret prizes. Or sorry, not Damon. I keep confusing Damon and Monroe. But Damon only went to go 4-0 day 1, and so he wins a Remora playmat. We're going to just let him choose that off screen. But congratulations to Damon for winning the playmat, and you get whichever one of these singles that you message me that you want here. And then we are going to move on to our 6th place. Who do we have in 6th place?
In 6th place, I gotta scroll back.
Inkmoth.
1, 2, Inkmoth?
Yep.
Cool.
We're gonna bring Inkmoth down here. Inkmoth, how's it going? We got you here in the commentators booth. If you're not around, that's cool, but you are 6th place. You made the top 8. We want to get you some prizes, buddy. Inkmoth, ooh, I see your mic light up. Are you there?
Oh wait, I'm so sorry. I was actually muted so that I could listen to the stream. Give me a second. I put the volume very low.
No problem.
All right, there we go. I could hear you guys. What's up?
What's up, man? It's time for you to choose your prizes here. So you got 6th place in the tournament. Congratulations, by the way.
Thanks a lot. It's more than I even wanted to achieve, believe it or not. I was trying to make it to top 16, believe it or not. And it sucks that on the game right before it, we sat in the wrong turn order. So that we all dropped the ball there.
Hey, all good, man. If sitting in the wrong turn order is one of the worst things to happen during the tournament, then
yeah. No, it just kind of like, but if I get to choose from what's there,
Damon's gonna choose ahead of you. I haven't heard back from him yet. Oh, he's typing right now. He wants the demonic tutor. So
cool. Easy peasy. Sylvan Library.
Sylvan Library, awesome. All right, so in addition to the Sylvan Library, you win a playmat from the Remoras. And
awesome.
So you have an option. I'm gonna get Damon different playmat because he technically won 2 Remora playmats. Going undefeated got him one, and he made top 8. So we're gonna let him choose something else. But we've got all the different colors. The black one, we only have the signed one left. So you can choose either the black signed one, or you can choose the blue unsigned. You can choose the red unsigned.
Is there anywhere I can see these?
They're gonna be on the stream in just a second.
Yep, and there's just.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. So yeah, take a look at those when they pop up on stream, and let me know which one you want. If you want one of the other colors that are signed, we have those available as well.
All right, cool.
Oh, here they come. Here they come.
Ooh, that red one, the red and black one looks really nice.
Man, you want the red and black one? We only have it unsigned.
Yeah. I might be the sucker for the green one, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, that's legit.
All right. We got the green one. So message me which prize you chose and your mailing address, and we will get that sent out to you.
All right. Thank you so much. Who do I message to? Read the pin messages?
Read the pin messages,
Yep,
yeah.
that's me.
All right, cool. I will send it to you right now.
Congratulations, Inkmoth.
Thank you so much, man. It was a pleasure. Great tournament.
Thank you very much. All right, we've got 7th place. We're getting LJ in here. LJ, we got you in the commentators booth. You have to take yourself off mute if you want to talk.
You gotta say the name, bud.
Hello.
Come on.
Hello.
Hey,
LJ, what's up, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing?
Great, man. Another fantastic showing in the tournament. Another top 8, easy peasy for Mr. LJ, huh?
It wasn't easy this time, but I'll take it.
Hey, you did great, man. You did great. It's never a surprise when we see you in the top of a tournament ranking. So a fantastic showing, man. You're gonna get to pick one of these singles here, and you also get a Remora playmat if you want one.
Dope.
The singles will be showing up on stream in just a second.
Yep, they'll be showing up on stream. I'm gonna read them out loud here for you. You got a Urza, you got a Necropotence, you got a Japanese Jin Cataxius, a Curse Totem, a Baron, a couple Windswept Heaths, Finale of Devastation. You've got a Gold Border Survival of the Fittest, Necromancy, Grand Abolisher, Reanimate, Shallow Grave, Gamble, Phantasmal Image, Winter Orm, and Green Sun Zenith.
I'll get the Survival of the Fittest.
Survival of the Fittest, hell yeah! It's Gold Border, just so you know. It's not a.
That's fine.
Okay, all right. I don't want anyone to be confused.
No, you're good.
All right. So for playmats, man, you 5th through 8th gets a Remora playmat. So if you want one, we've got a black signed, a blue unsigned, a red unsigned, and any of them can be signed if you want that as well. But I don't.
I'll get the black unsigned one. I fell in love with that one.
I don't have unsigned for black. I only have signed.
Oh, signed? That's perfect too. That's even better actually.
Sweet, man. All right. Well, this is for you. LJ, congratulations again. Message me with your mailing address, and we will get this shipped off to you, man. Great show.
Good job, dude.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Rounding up our final 8, we're getting Kyle in here. Where's Kyle? I don't see Kyle. All right. Well, I'm going to message Kyle and let him know that he's got some prizes to choose from. Commentators, judges, how you guys doing?
I'm so good. How are you, man?
Great. I've got some prizes for you, too.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. All right, let me message Kyle real quick. Do you want to just, stall and just talk about whatever you want to? What are you having for lunch?
I have no idea what I'm having for lunch. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I had a BLT for breakfast, though. Which was pretty great. Cut up some tomatoes. All right. Well, we're gonna talk about whatever we want to for a second while Ian messages Kyle. Let's see. First of all, I think it's important that we talk about how cool our sponsors were this whole time. Thank you all for showing up in chat. Thank you all for being so incredibly dope and sponsoring these amazing prizes in this amazing tournament. And I think like most of all, we gotta thank the man behind the scenes who I know from messaging him several times yesterday was having pretty much a full-blown panic attack most of the day, trying to not collapse under the pressure of running the tournament and dealing with the tournament software. So, Ian, Mr. Metal Legs, thank you so much for running everything. This is a great tournament.
Yeah, bro. My pleasure. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you guys for helping. Honestly, I started Timetwisted Tournament, but it is by far just me anymore. This is a community-run event that would not be possible. And I know this sounds cheesy as hell, but it very honestly would not be possible with our commentators, with our judges, with anyone that's around helping us. Everyone that was involved plays a crucial part in this tournament, and it would not go how it went if it wasn't for everyone involved. So yeah, thank you to all of you. Yeah, we're going to just keep going down the line here, and when Kyle messages, he can slot back in if he wants, or he can have what's left here. But after Kyle, we've got Deke. So we're gonna get Deke in here and let him choose a prize.
Oh my goodness.
Deke, are you here? Oh, Deke is oh, here he is. Here he is. Deke, you're all muted. Hey, buddy. How's it going, Deke?
Going good.
Deke, you got 9th place, man. Congratulations in the tournament. You did great.
Thank you for hosting it. It was wonderful. Great games.
Hell yeah, man. I'm glad you had a great time. We've got any one of these lovely cards on screen here. You can choose from here. I think we're all sitting around like 15 plus.
Okay, did Kyle not choose yet? Or
Kyle is not here, and so essentially he will just get to choose what's left afterwards.
All right.
And I'll hook him up if there's nothing he wants afterwards.
I guess I would love to have an Urza again.
You got an Urza again.
Sweet.
Yeah, do me a favor, Deke, and just message me your address and what you chose, and we will get that shipped off to you.
All right, will do. Thank you, guys.
Congrats on day 2, man.
Thanks, man.
Congrats, dude.
All right, we've got Cobblepot next. Cobblepot, I don't see Cobblepot. I'm gonna message him and see if he wants to join. Otherwise, we'll move on. Damn. We'll see if Cobble's here. Loading.
Do 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 do.
Speaking of do, is anyone going to be taking over Trebek's spot, or is Jeopardy just over?
I think it would be an affront, a crying shame if someone took over Trebek's spot. Jeopardy should die with the man who brought it there.
That's fair. We've got Cobblepot in here. Cobblepot, welcome. Congratulations, man. Fantastic showing in the tournament, making day 2.
Yeah, thanks very much. It was a good time.
Man. I'm glad you had a great time. Thank you for joining. It was cool to see you in there. We've got some singles to choose from. If you can see them on screen here, you can choose any one of these guys, and we'll send it out to you.
I will gladly take another Finale of Devastation.
Awesome. Finale of Devastation coming your way. If you don't mind, Cobble, just message me, read the pinned messages, your address, and what you chose, and we'll get that sent out to you.
Sounds great.
Thanks again, Cobble. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks again.
Good job.
Bye.
All right. Next up, we got Hellenium. We're going to unmute him. Hellenium, welcome. Are you here? Taking breaks. Hellenium, if you're here, it's your turn to choose a prize. Congratulations. You placed 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You placed.
11th place. Math is hard. But Hellenium, if you're here, you are welcome to choose a prize. You might be muted. If you're not here, we will move on to the next, and you can choose whenever you get back. We'll give you a few seconds here.
Did I hear a wobble from Hellenium? Squeak?
Hellenium. All right, we're bringing Genghis Prawn in here. He's next. We're going to keep Hellenium in here. Genghis Prawn, hello. We've muted you.
Hello? Oh, I just gotta
Hey. Yep, you're good. How's it going?
Oh, awesome, man. I was really happy to be in this.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks for joining.
There it goes. My mic was messing up.
Oh, Hellenium. All right, here we go. How's it going?
My mic wasn't working, so I had to reset it.
All good, man. All good. Congratulations on day 2. Great showing. Thank you for joining the tournament.
It was lovely. I did what I came to do. Show my deck isn't that bad.
Oh man, I'm glad you joined, and yeah, you definitely showed
and
off.
I repped the Spell Seeker, so that was fun.
There you go. Yeah, shout out to the Spell Seekers also.
So what was left in the prizes?
Yeah, so we've got Baron, Necropotence, Jin Cataxius, Windswept Heath, Green Sun Zenith, Winter Orb, Reanimate, Cursed Totem, Phantasmal Image, Necromancy, Gamble, Shallow Grave, and Grand Abolisher.
Is the Finale there still?
Finale was just taken.
Gosh darn it. I need that for Modern. Is the Jin Cataxis, was it a foreign card?
It's Japanese, yep.
I will take it.
Awesome. Congratulations again. And just hit me with your mailing address, read the pinned messages, and with what you chose, and we'll get it sent out to you.
All right, thank you very much. It was a blast. Thank y'all for putting this on.
Glad you had fun, man. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, Prawn, you're up, man.
Hey, yeah.
Congrats on day 2 again.
Yeah, I just came here to play Corvold and not run Mayhem Devil. All credit goes to Braden from the cEDH cast. He built 96% of the deck. He's a great guy for the Corvold server and whatnot.
Nice.
I would love to jam a Necropotence, if I
You're
may.
going to be jamming a Necropotence in just a few days here.
All right.
Congrats on day 2, and shoot me your address with what you chose. Read the pinned messages, and we will send it out to you.
Awesome. Thanks again very much to all of you. This was awesome. It was my first tournament, and it was just a really great experience with everyone.
Dude, I love hearing all these people doing very well in their first tournament. So congratulations. Be proud of yourself and play great.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, we've got next here. We've got Histrion, proud favorite. Histrion, welcome. He's muted. He's deafened.
Yes.
We're gonna message. Oh, Histrion.
guys.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good, really good. Thank you
Yes.
guys for everything. It was a blast. Thanks to the commentators.
Hey.
Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely.
Happy to have you,
Congratulations on day 2. You crushed it. You had a lot of people rooting for you.
Okay, well, thanks to every one of them. So
Yeah, absolutely. You've got about 12 cards left here to choose from. Do you see any of these that you'd like to add to your collection?
He wants the shallow grave. He does.
what? Okay. Well,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, sure.
You don't
Scully.
want the shallow grave.
You want look, it's really the Gristle brand. That's what I know it as. It's the Gristle brand. But
There's a Gristle brand in there? No.
Well, that's what Shallow Grave does. It gives you a Gristle brand. That's
give
what
me
I
the
know it
necromancy.
from.
The necromancy? Awesome, awesome.
Another
All right,
excellent
Histrion,
choice.
message me your mailing address and what card you chose. We'll get this shipped off to you. Congratulations again. You did great, and we hope to see you next time.
Thank you. Will do.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, next we've got Looney Levi. Levi, what's up? How's it going?
Hello.
Hey, there he is. Congrats on day 2, man. You did great.
Very much. I appreciate the chance to come and join you guys. This is my first tournament as well.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much. And I think if I remember correctly, you also hooked us up with a donation for the tournament. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem, man. That's cool that you remember that.
Yeah.
So it seems like the Green Sun Zenith is still there.
The Green Sun is still there. You feeling like a Green Sun?
Yes, I do. I very much so would appreciate having that.
Hell yeah. We're going to send this out to you. Shoot me your mailing address and what you chose, and we'll put that in the mail. Congratulations on day 2. Thank you very much for joining the tournament. Hope you had fun.
Yep, you too, man. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day.
Absolutely. Thank you, man. All right. We've got just a few more people left here. We've got Levi next. I don't see...
No, that was... Wait, I am Levi.
That was Levi.
Yes, sorry. Just kidding. Just ignore me. We've got...
Levi, don't panic.
Squish, he's like, no, send me my prize. All right, here comes Squish. Squish, we're unmuting you.
Let's
just
squish.
Unmute yourself and you'll be already here. Let's Squish. We'll let him know he's up. There we go. Let's Squish. How's it going?
Good, guys. How you guys doing?
Fantastic. Yo, congratulations on day 2.
Thanks.
I heard you are a friend of Infinitive, and he's a buddy of mine. So I was stoked to see that you got in here, man. Congrats.
Yeah, he's the main practice partner, I guess. So I got to show him that Arkham's not the best anymore.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. It's time to take that throne from him. Congratulations on that. You've got a few cards here left. Do you see any of these that tickle your fancy here?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take a reanimate. Gonna build a cube here soon, so reanimate will be good.
Hell yeah, we're gonna get you that reanimate. Just shoot me your mailing address, and we will put it in the mail. Congratulations, man. You did great.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Have a good
Bye.
one.
All right. Last but certainly not least, we've got Sponty in here. Is it Sponty or Esponty? Let me know.
It's, I guess, Pontus, the way, but Sponty or Pontus or whatever you prefer.
Everything was wrong. All right. Well, congratulations on making day 2, man. You did fantastic.
Thank you.
We've got some prizes left here to choose from. Do any of these cards tickle your fancy here?
Is the Abolisher left?
The
Grand Abolisher?
The Grand Abolisher is very much still here. Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Awesome. Congratulations on day 2. Thank you again for playing, and message me your mailing address and what card you chose, and we will put those in the mail for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, chat. We've got a couple final prizes to give out. Scotty, I'm going to send you a message because
Okay.
I have something for you to show on screen
Okay.
that I forgot to send you. It's one of the secret prizes.
Secret prizes, man. All right. I sit here eagerly awaiting.
All right, I'm sending it to you. It's uploading now. It's uploading now.
Nobody look at my Discord window. In fact, I'm gonna just hit a button and make it go away.
There you go. Just make it go away for a minute.
And now I'm gonna look at Discord. Incredible. Hold on. Can I rotate this? Can I? Oh, it opened.
All right, chat. While Scotty is getting this ready here, we had a couple more donations for the stream, and we decided to do some kind of secret achievements with them. So no one knows that they've won this, but we got a really nice playmat from cEDH Brazil donated to us by the awesome guys at cEDH Brazil. I'm actually just going to get their Twitch link here real quick, and we're going to put it in chat because they are very awesome dudes. They stream Wednesdays and Fridays, I believe, and typically they'll throw in some random streams whenever they're feeling froggy. So here is the cEDH Brazil link. Go and check them out on Twitch. And yeah, secret achievement for the cEDH Brazil mat was the first person to take out one of the cEDH Brazil players. We had Deco in the tournament, and we had Killstars in the tournament. Deco won his first round, so he eliminated that, but we had Killstars in his first round be eliminated by player Gwen. And so shout out to Gwen. Congratulations, Gwen. You win the cEDH Brazil playmat.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
He's almost there. Take your time. We're going to show it in a second. Gwen, are you in chat? I'm not sure if she is. I don't see her, but we're going to message her and let her know that she won. A super big shout out to cEDH Brazil for that. Looney Levi, thank you very much for that subscription.
Shabam.
Shabam.
That's a cEDH Brazil mat on the stream.
Bam. Thank you very much for doing that, Scotty.
Yeah, no problem.
Rolling with the last minute things that I had for you here.
It's okay. Yeah.
We also have one last thing, and I just have to find my... Okay, so we have a couple tokens from Beyond the Machina that he donated as well. Shout out to Beyond the Machina. We've got his link in chat right now. You can check out his Inked Gaming. You can check out his Instagram. You can message him on Discord for tokens and such. But we've got a couple really awesome tokens. It's a Time Twister token and a Thassa's Oracle token. And those go to the first person to take out the tournament champion, the defending tournament champion, which was Jacoby. So we're going to go to round 1 here and look at Jacoby's pod, and it looks like Spont, sorry I pronounced that incorrectly last time, Spont was the first person to eliminate Jacoby. So Spont, you're going to win those Beyond the Machina tokens. Oh man, that playmat is so cool looking. And
yes, it is.
The tokens
yes, I will
appear.
take a picture of those. We will put those on screen here. But that wraps up our players' prizes. Congratulations to all of the tournament entrants. Thank you very much to everyone who entered the tournament. You made it our largest tournament yet. We had 60 entrants. Hopefully we can do bigger and better next time. Keep an eye out for the next one. But in the same breath, like I said earlier, we would be nowhere without our judges, without our commentators. Our whole crew is volunteer, and we love them very much. And so, oh, look at those tokens. Those tokens are sweet. Those Beyond the Machina tokens. Congratulations,
Yeah, they're pretty
Monty.
dope.
Right? Yeah. So our judges and our commentators, again, thank you very much. I tried to throw together a little thank you package from what we had in our donations and what. Anyways, every one of you all is going to be getting the staff playmat that I've already showed you. So hopefully you enjoy that. I also have some singles here for you guys, for all of you guys to pick one. And in addition to that, I'm not gonna keep everyone here any longer. We've had a long 2 days, but in addition to you all picking these singles here, and we'll do this off stream so you guys can choose. We have this Commander Legends box for our staff, and we're gonna just divide this up evenly between them. I think that means a few packs for everyone. If you want, we can open them and send you them. If you want, we can send you the closed packs. But thank you very much to you guys. Thank you very much to our sponsors, to the players, to our commentators, to our judge crew. I literally cannot say thank you enough. This tournament was our smoothest yet. We had almost no terrible delays, and we still had a very long day one. But thank you guys very much. I super appreciate it.
Heck yeah, dude. My pleasure.
Absolutely.
It was an awesome tournament.
I feel
Thank
it's
you
only
for
right-
hosting this tournament, man.
Yeah.
Whoa. Like, I host events. I know how hard it is. Scott hosted a tournament. He knows how hard it is. Like, kudos to you. It is difficult. Like, thank you, man.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna. You're getting me all choked up here. But it would only be right if our commentators did a final farewell to everyone. So thank you all very much, and we're gonna ship it off to the commentators, and they're just gonna say bye to everyone and tell you how wonderful you are.
Hey everyone, it's me, Scoots again.
Hey Scoots.
I'm here with my good buddies, Big Richie 2004, and
hi,
the Jamaican dude.
Yes,
we just want to say, as a collective, thank you so much for tuning into the tournament and just being so awesome and active in the chat. We know that the 30-second delay is a little weird to talk to us and for us to talk back to you, but we made it work together. This was a great tournament. It was awesome to be a part of. But we'll see you in the next one. Richie, Sean, you got anything?
It was a blast. It was great to have everyone in the booth. Richie, Scott, the chat, and as Scott said, Scott was the lead on this one, and he did absolutely awesome on everything. And hey, we'll be back hopefully with the next Timetwisted 5.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we'll have the same crew.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And you know, real quick, shout outs to PlayM. 2-day tournaments. I've been there, done that. Those are the long grinds. Shout outs to him winning, and you know, thanks everyone for all the judges and staff, and you know, appreciate it and love you guys in the chat. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Thanks for spending it with us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love you, everyone.
Heck yeah.
Bye.
Ian, you got anything else for us?
That's it, man. You guys did great. Fantastic. Everyone, have a great weekend. Thank you for joining. Keep your eye out for the next Timetwisted tournament. There definitely will be one, and hopefully it'll be bigger and better than ever.
Hey, bye everyone. GG's.
Bye.